Eventually, but not tonight. So. Oh, you're out of breath. I'll talk a little bit, give you time to catch your breath, and we'll be on. We'll be over there too. You'll be able to see us, so don't get nervous. Is that what I smell? Here in about. He'll probably go in about 30 seconds. Nobody knows how to run it.
You got plenty of time.
We can't get Bob to be quiet long enough to do anything live up here. Hey, Mike. He yells, and hollers, screams, and he's not even doing PA when he's doing that. When he gets on PA, he's twice as bad. See your picture over there? It's weird because everything's the opposite.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, guys, we're going live.
I always hold papers. Makes me look like I know something.
You're killing me here.
So much work. It's unreal how much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week. Chick-fil-A pregame show coming to you live here from Midland Trail High School in Hyco, West Virginia, Roger Reed's Field, and we've got our Midland Trail head coach. I'll start to say Independence because we want to talk about the Independence game. Midland Trail head coach Frank Isaac's been kind enough to take some time out of his pregame preparations to come up to the press box and join us. And, Coach, I appreciate you doing that. I know you got a lot of other stuff that's probably more important than this to do. And got a big game coming up tonight with Oakhill. But first, let's talk about last week's game. Last week started off kind of slow for both teams. First half was not much at all happening. The third quarter, though, was an offensive explosion. And just want to know what kind of adjustments you made at halftime. What did you guys do differently in that second half? Because you come out in the second half and pretty much had your way with them.
Well, y'all say there wasn't a whole lot going on first half. There's a whole lot of going on. We just wasn't very productive doing it. No, we went in. We realized that we were trying to be a little too cute. Some of the things that we were trying to do, and that's mostly on me. Coach Moore likes to focus on the ground and pound, and here I am trying to run some boots and all this silly stuff. And halftime we went in. We decided we had to go back to basics and play Midland Trail football. And we went into our prior game, and we knew going into the game that we were going to be able to be in a little better shape. And we thought our tempo might play a role near the end of the game. And that third quarter, they made a really good adjustment on our defense. They started opening up with trips and rolling the quarterback out. And we didn't make a very good adjustment with our defensive ends. So they caught us on 2 or 3 series there, and we ended up having to call timeout there towards one of the drives so we could make that adjustment. And that's lack of experience. We got a bunch of young kids out there, and they're trying to learn on the fly. And when Coach Lilly made that really nice adjustment, we didn't do a very good job of doing it on the run.
Well, I have to commend you, and I talked about this on the Coach's Corner last night. I commend you for, you talked to us the week before, and you told us your plan was going to be to run it at them and try to wear them down. And we made reference several times up here in the press box, in the fourth quarter especially, watching Independence's defensive line. They were wore out, you could tell. And we talked about that last night on the Coach's Corner, how you had said that was going to be the plan coming in. And that worked out pretty well because you definitely wore them down. There was no doubt about that.
It's fun watching when you're an offensive lineman like myself and Coach Moore. When you see defense line or the linebackers with their hands on their knees or standing up, and it's just real satisfying, and it just makes you want to go a little faster.
Absolutely. Also, one thing, and you mentioned this already about your inexperience, your lack of age and experience on the fields you got out there. You made some mistakes last week, and you had some near disasters. You had a couple fumbles you recovered, that sort of thing. But we thought up here watching it from afar and from a little more objective point of view that your kids really overcame the adversity and they handled it pretty well, and that's what makes the team grow. And we were impressed by their ability to do that. They overcome a couple of mistakes. They made near mistakes and got in the hole a couple times, but they were able to bounce right back from that, and it didn't seem to affect them too much. That's got to be a good sign for you guys.
Well, that's something we try to teach them. Even in life, you're gonna have bumps in the road, and you're not going to live a perfect life. And it's how you play the next play. It's how you live the next day. And that's just something that we go over in character education, and that's a very good example of how football and life work together. And we try to tell those kids that, even though bad things are going to happen, it doesn't mean that it's going to be, the worst thing, or it's going to result in loss. And even if it does, we're just going to learn from it and develop from that and improve upon that. And I think our kids have really bought into that, and last Friday night was a perfect example of that.
Well, and I thought your kids overcame the adversity very well, and I thought it was impressive, for them to bounce back like they did a couple times. They gave up a couple scores. Just like that, y'all came right back and scored and got the game knotted back up again. That was impressive as well. You got Oakhill coming in here tonight. Not yet. I don't think you could probably consider this a rivalry just yet, but it is a county game, and anytime you have a county game, it typically turns into a rivalry. You guys haven't played a lot. You guys, I think, the last 2 years have knocked them off. I'm sure you've watched plenty of film. You know what happened to them last week. What do you see coming in from this Oakhill bunch that you guys are going to have to adjust to and take care of to be able to win?
Well, we're going to have to adjust to their speed. They're going to be a little faster than us. Very indicative of what happened last year. We had one or two players that could match their speed, but we didn't have near the speed that they had.
Right.
They're big up front, so we're going to have to work hard in the first quarter and second quarter to work on that and not let that affect us too much for later on in the game. But if we keep everything in front of us, don't let some of that speed behind us, I think we're going to do really well. I think we have to play mistake-free football, and we have to play Midland Trail football. We have to go at you up tempo and not let you breathe, and always keep the defense and offense on their heels. If you ever watch Midland Trail football, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, we're always doing something that may be a little different, a little more unorthodox than what most people are used to.
Right.
And anytime you get a high school kid thinking they're going to be a second slower.
Right.
So you can get some of our guys with a lack of speed, and we're catching up with you a little bit just because we got you thinking.
Last year's game, we broadcast that game, and it came down to the last play of the game. A pass fell short in the end zone for Oakhill. You guys able to pull out the close win last year. You expect kind of the same sort of game this year? I know it's two totally different teams, but I'm guessing you're probably expecting the same kind of game.
Well, we had a really good idea of what we were going to expect last year going into I think what was the 7th or 8th game of the season.
Yep.
We knew what we had. We knew what they had. I think both of us are kind of trying to figure that out on the run of what we have. And they got a young quarterback, and he's only going to get better. He's a really talented kid. Some of those young receivers are going to be really good. As soon as they get they learn what they're doing, they're going to be really good.
Yep.
And like our kids, we're still learning as well. No one really realizes, but last Friday night, I think at one time on the defense we had 8 underclassmen. We had two freshmen and 6 sophomores on the defense at one time. So I wasn't happy all the time because we gave up a little too much on the ground. But at the same time, those young guys are learning, and the same thing goes for us. When those young guys start learning what to do, we're going to be really good.
Yep, I agree with you, and I know coaches don't typically like to point out, one player here, one player there. But last week, an outstanding performance by your running back, Colton Yoder. He accounted for all 26 points that you guys put on the board, and I know that didn't surprise you all, but I think just me being out talking to folks and different areas and that sort of thing, people were wanting to know who this guy was, and because he had a heck of a ball game. He was our Geno's Pizza Athlete of the Week this week for obvious reasons. I think he had 226 yards on about 24 carries, I believe, is what we had him for. Talk a little bit about Colton and what he brings to the table for you guys. Pretty obvious from up here what he brings, but talk a little bit about him. Again, I know you don't like to point out individual players, but that performance last week, that's worth talking about.
Well, if you listen to that song, Sound of Silence, that's Colton. He doesn't say a whole lot. But, man, when he gets the ball in his hand and he doesn't shy away from contact, we told him he's got to start looking for that because people's going to start putting a bullseye on him. But he likes that. And I kind of compare him to, he's a little bit of a mix of Thomas Ferris and Cordell Lesher put together. He's got Cordell's strength and Thomas's speed and agility, and both those two boys were pretty good running backs here at Midland Trail.
So, that's a pretty good combination.
So Colton's got a bright future. He is a senior. He sat behind that group for 3 years now, but this is his time. We keep telling him he hates going to the media and he hates talking to the news reporters and stuff. And I said, just relish it and enjoy it, man, because it's going to be over. Just ask Austin and Trevor Harrell. They're down on the field with us tonight. And I said, they only wish that they were back.
Goes by fast, and they don't realize. And you tell him when he deals with the media, he's been coming to talk to me. That's easy to do. I make it easy for people to talk. All right, I'm going to let you get out of here. I know you got work to do. I do appreciate you coming up here and taking time to talk to us. We hope to get you up here after the game if that's a possibility. I know, again, you got stuff going on. If that can't happen, we understand. But, again, we appreciate you coming up. Wish you the best of luck tonight. We're pulling for you all the way.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. That was a good exercise. It's burning some of those carbs off that ice cream sandwich I had.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages. All right, man.
QTZ would like to thank Dunkin' Donuts, located at 35 Davis Street, Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-6906. Thank you to Dunkin' Donuts, located in Fayetteville, for being a proud sponsor of 1069 Spirit FM and 1069spiritfm.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 1069spiritfm.com.
Summer's winding down, but still red hot.
And believe quality care with adults and children.
All right, there it is. Oh, you had it down? Welcome back to Midland Trail High School, Roger Eads Field here at the Patriot Stadium. Beautiful night for football. The weather's cooperating. It's probably in the 70s, sun shining, and leaves are starting to turn up here already. It's going to be a pretty night for a football game, and I think we ought to have a pretty good football game tonight. As we talked to Coach Isaacs there earlier, he knows, Oakhill and Midland Trail really, I think, after watching Oakhill scrimmage a couple games and then watching Midland Trail last week, I'm convinced they're on the same level, and I think it's going to come down to who can take care of the football, and I think Coach Isaac kind of feels that same way. And, again, should be a good game. I think it'll be a good game. Good
Absolutely.
matchup.
Midland Trail last week seemed to handle the ball really well. Wasn't no fumbles, not a lot of turnovers, and they was fast to get on the turnovers when that happened. So
Yep.
I think tonight, like I said, a pretty evenly matched. That's going to be a difference tonight is who can control that ball.
Yeah, and I thought last week, Midland Trail fumbled a few times,
Right.
but they were able to recover it, and that saved them. And because they had a couple of disasters in the making that didn't play out because they were able to recover the ball back. And then what I thought was impressive about their team, though, was they were able to bounce back from that adversity and go on down the field and get some scores and make things happen. So, if it shifts a little bit and those turnovers do happen, that could be problematic. So I think again it's going to boil down to who holds on to the football and who doesn't. I think that's going to be huge. Got some big games in the area tonight we want to talk about.
Right.
I mentioned some of these on the Coach's Corner last night, but several in the area. One in particular, I know a lot of people around here talking about Nicholas County and Shady Springs, and it should be I said Shady Springs, should say Shady Spring. They get offended over when you say Shady Springs. Shady Spring and Nicholas should be a heck of a football game. Two teams that coming into the season expect to make the playoffs. Nicholas County, preseason ranked number 10, and with most of their team back. And then I think Coach Colacerto over in Shady's has done a tremendous job building that program back up. And those are two really good football teams. It's going to be interesting to see how that one turns out tonight. But that's a big game in the area, Nicholas County, Shady Spring. Also, another big game, Greenbrier West, Summers County. We talked to Rusty about that last night. Rusty seemed to think that that's going to be one of those games that people aren't noticing right now. They're kind of going under the radar, as Greenbrier West often does.
Right.
But two pretty good football teams. And Summers, Coach Vickers, and we laughed about this last night, he always talks about, well, we're going to be okay. We got a lot of this to do, a lot of work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Coach Vickers is one of the worst. He'll whine around about how bad they are.
Yeah.
And I watched them scrimmage against Oakhill, and they're not a bad team. I was pretty impressed with them, and they played well against Oakhill. And, again, Oakhill had a little speed advantage on them, but they were able to do some things that kept him right in the game with Oakhill. And then they pulled off the win last week. So I look for Summers and West to be a heck of a football game. Of course, West went down to Buffalo and got a big win on their opening game, and they've got a new old coach over there, and I think people are excited about their program. So that's a big game in the area. A couple of the other games going on, Princeton and Bluefield squared up in Tripway, along with Spring Valley and Hurricane. That's the number 2 team versus the number 10 team, so that should be a good matchup. Also down in the Valley, South Charleston and Capital. Those games are always good when those Kanawha Valley teams match up.
Big rivalry in Beckley, Greenbrier East and Beckley.
Yep.
Woodrow's playing tonight.
Yeah, and usually,
Battle there.
it doesn't matter how good one team or the other is. Usually, that's always a good football game. Parkersburg and Cabell Midland tee it up tonight in Tripway. Again, another big game there. There's some big games early on in the season, and
how about was Fairmont Senior and Bridgeport, right?
right, Fairmont Senior and Bridgeport, double A game coming up. So got big games all over the place. Actually, Morgantown's taking on Bridgeport. Morgantown ranked in Triple-A, and Bridgeport, of course, the number 4 team in Double-A. We mentioned Shady Spring, Nicholas County in the single-A ranks. Of course, Parkersburg Catholic always ranked up there pretty high. They're ranked number 6 right now. They're taking on Ritchie County, who's ranked number 8. So it's a big game in single-A. Locally, Meta Bridge goes for their second win against Clay Battelle. Keep an eye on Meta Bridge. Yep, and they're coming into Trail next week, and that if they come in here at 2-0, both teams 2-0, that could be some fireworks. Yep, could be some fireworks. So
We call it Battle of the Bridge tonight. What would that be? Battle of the Mountain, maybe?
I guess they call it the Battle of the Back Road.
Back road.
There you go. So a couple other games. Yeah, another game I think we need to keep an eye on here too is Moorfield and Pocahontas. Pocahontas Pocahontas looks like they're going to be pretty good, and they come down here the last game of the season, which could be a huge game in the single A ranks. Yeah, could have a lot of playoff implications. So we'll keep an eye on some of those games, and we'll try to give you the scores as the games go on tonight. We'd like to try to update everybody on the scores, especially the local games that we have happening around the area people are interested in.
Well, 2 million guys that does that's on the road right now on the way to Missouri. So
Noah and Justin
watch
both.
the Mountaineers tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, they're both
Appreciate
out on the road heading to Missouri to watch Mountaineers. So we don't have my spotter up here. Don't have my stat man. So it could be a tough night here. I said this is going to be more like work.
Everyone knows every mascot there is. So.
That's right, or the mascot. That's right. And then of course tonight here we've got Oakhill and Midland Trail, and again, big games early in the season. I think this would right now more so probably for Oakhill than it is for Midland Trail. Oakhill really needs to get on the winning side of things. And Oakhill, both of these teams are young, and I think just watching them both, I think Oakhill has a little bit of a athletic advantage, a little bit of a speed advantage. But I think Midland Trail has that toughness and that grit and that will to win, and they showed that last week against Independence, and I think that's why this is going to be such a crucial matchup. And again, I think really for Oakhill, I think this is the big game for them because they go down 0-2. It's going to be tough to bounce back from that. And with a young team especially, they need to
Who
get.
do they have next week?
I have to look at the schedule, but they need to get these young guys need to get that win, get their confidence level up. Oakhill plays Princeton next week, so and that's away. So that'll be another tough game for them. And their schedule, well, we talked to Coach Blankenship about this back during early preseason shows on the Coaches Corner. They've got a pretty tough schedule. They've got got Shady and Bluefield on here. Of course, the two Wyoming County teams. Right. Wyoming East supposed to be pretty good this year. Pikeview, Princeton, Greenbrier East. They've got a tough schedule. So, they need not some wins early on. And again, you lose early games like this with young kids, and they have a tendency to tuck their tails after a while.
Playoff, especially single A, it's hard. Triple A, not so bad.
Right.
We talk about that every year. You could actually maybe go in with 5 wins.
Right.
The number of schools.
Yep.
I mean, single A it's not that easy.
Right. Yeah, in single A you got a whole lot more teams and a whole lot more people vying to get in there. So again, for Midland Trail, the importance of it. You got a double A team you're playing here. You knock them off. That's a lot of points. And then Oakhill's going to get some wins through the season. They're going to win some games, just like Independence last week. So it's a big game for Midland Trail as well. It could be a huge win for them when you start considering the points. And again, for both teams, I think this is a big game. And again, I think it's a good matchup. I think it's an even matchup, and we look forward to bringing it to you tonight. We hope you'll stay with us and stay tuned and enjoy the broadcast. So let's get us a break in here, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some of the scores from last week's games, and we'll get you ready to kick off Midland Trail and Oakhill, the Battle of the Bridge, coming up. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be back.
Customer service.
We got everything we want back here for our has been your go best selection, service, and lowest price every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive. Online at BeckleyAutoMall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Get a fresh start to your morning at Tudor's. Try our delicious loaded breakfast wrap. It's so full of flavor. We pile it high with country-style pork sausage, fresh peppers, onions, golden potatoes, cheese, and scrambled eggs rolled in a soft flour tortilla wrap. We also offer crispy bacon, savory sausage, or shaved ham wrap. All made with scrambled eggs, then topped with cheese. Tudor's bigger, better wraps. Now that's a wrap.
Why settle for less? Hometown Subaru will get you in the car of your dreams without breaking your budget. Our qualified finance and sales staff always treat customers with love and respect. That's the Subaru Love Promise. Hometown Subaru Service Center provides quality service and maintenance from industry professionals. Our service staff is always friendly and will never pressure you into buying a service you don't need. Outback, Ascent, Forester, or Legacy. Hometown Subaru has your favorite Subaru vehicles ready to test drive.
Hometown Subaru, Beckley, between the malls, or check us out anytime online at hometownsubaru.com.
Welcome back to Midland Trail High School, home of the Midland Trail Patriots, Roger Reed's Field, and we're getting set for kickoff on this big game tonight. And between the Oakhill Red Devils and the Midland Trail Patriots, we got the game activities going on right now. All kinds of stuff happening out on the field. We've got I'm not sure what this is right here. They got a gun of some sort they're bringing out, but I'm not sure what they do here, but they do several things they carry out on the field, and officials are out, and we're about ready to get her kicked off. So a big night here at Midland Trail. We said we'd take a look at some of the games from last week. AAA ranks, and we went through all these last night in the Coach's Corner, but we'll go through them again here in the Chick-fil-A pregame show. Martinsburg knocked off HD Woodson DC 49-12. Fairmont Senior, they get by Buchanan Upshur 56-14. Take a second there and switch mics, and I don't think that's helping us any. We don't have any sound here. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. So let's take a break. When we come back here, we'll try to get this adjusted. We'll take us a break, and when we get back, we'll hopefully get this thing underway and have your live stream up and running. So stay with us. We'll be back. Before we go back on the air. All right.
You hear yourself now, can't you?
Yeah, turn it down just a little bit now.
You good?
Yeah, now I'm good. Are we going to come back and stay on through the game? All right, welcome back.
Have some microphone problems here.
Yeah, I think we're all set now. Midland Trail and Oakhill, both teams out on the field, and we're getting close to kickoff. Officials are out. We'll have the coin toss here in just a few minutes and get this thing underway. We got bands down here playing. It looks like the alumni band, and got Coach Eads in here beside me. He's the official 40-second clock man tonight, and this ought to be a good experience for all of us. I think they're having some sort of an alumni gathering up here tonight. Seems to be an awful lot of people gathered in the end zone down there, but here at Midland Trail, these games you don't always know because he's always got something going on to make it more fun for everybody. Coach Isaacs likes to bring on the excitement. So anyway, we're getting set to kick off here in just a moment. We're going to have the coin toss, and while we're doing that, let's get all these scores real quick. We promised you Wheeling Central last week knocked off Williamstown, 1 and 2 teams in the state, and Wheeling Central just dominates 35-13. And that's not uncommon for that to happen. Doddridge County is supposed to be a really good football team, 49-6 over South Harrison. Midland Trail in our game knocks off Independence 26-24. Mount View 21, Riverview 20. Parkersburg Catholic by Hannon 58-0. West Grove, Pennsylvania knocked off Cameron. That game was last Monday, 61-20. Madonna knocked off Bridgeport, Ohio 21-18. Greenbrier West, as we mentioned earlier, knocks off Buffalo 27-0. Calhoun County knocked off Work 8-6. Strasburg, Virginia, they defeated East Hardy 35-13. Fairland, Ohio, after a lightning delay and the kickoff didn't occur till 10 p.m., 34-12 over Tosha. And we guessed on the Coach's Corner Thursday night that game probably didn't end until well after midnight. But I still don't think they beat us our Clay Patel game from last year.
Yeah, 121 in the morning.
Gilmer County knocks off Clay Patel 34-21. Speaking of Clay Patel, Federal Hockey in Ohio, they knock off 100 28-20. Hurley, Virginia beats Tug Valley 22-14. Meadowbridge with their opening win over Van 40-6. Frankfort, AA team, they beat Moorfield 35-3. Pocahontas 54-6 over Tucker. We talked about them. What we understand, pretty good football team. They'll be coming in here at the end of the season, which should be a interesting game, interesting time of the year. Probably have some heavy playoff home field advantage implications, I'm guessing. Ritchie County 58, Tyler Consolidated 20, St. Mary's 31, Roane County 13. Summers, they defeated Pikeview 35-12, and again, we talked about Summers and Greenbrier West matching up tonight. That should be a good one. Trinity reopening their football program up in Morgantown.
With a win.
Yep, they defeat Mapleton, Pennsylvania 38-34. Taggarts Valley defeats Valley Wetzel 52-27, and Ravenswood beats Wahama 28-14. So that's the single A scores from around the area. We'll get to the other scores later on tonight as we go through, but we're going to try to keep you updated with all the games in the area tonight as well. we've had the coin toss.
Looks like
Midland Trail
Trail's
has
going
won, and they're going to take
receive.
the kick, and that's something
Yeah.
you don't see very often. Usually
Like that
teams will
second
defer.
half.
Yep, they usually defer, and Trail decides to take the ball. And I said last week that I agree with that if I got a chance to get the football and go with it, I'm going to take the football, especially if I'm a offensive. Oriented team.
Yeah.
I want the ball, make them stop me. So Midland Trail will get the opening kickoff, and we'll get this thing underway here momentarily. We're, again, beautiful night for a football
beautiful
game.
night, yes.
Got a big crowd here tonight, and they're calling this now the Battle of the Bridge since we lost Fayetteville. We got Oakhill now as taking their place, and, of course, you got students from Fayetteville and Oakhill together, and they just moved the Battle of the Bridge to Oakhill Midland Trail now. So get that rivalry started. Hopefully, they haven't played a lot of games over the years. The last 2 years, Midland Trail has defeated Oakhill, and they hadn't played for years prior to that, and hardly ever played. And, of course, Oakhill was triple A for a long time. Midland Trail was double A, then they dropped to single A. So that's part of the reason why they didn't play a lot. So, it's hard for a triple A team to play single A teams. But now that we got double A single A, it's a little bit better, and it's close. It's a good money game, and it will eventually turn into a rivalry game.
Oh, absolutely.
We appreciate you joining us on the Chick-fil-A pregame show. And we are all set for kickoff here as Ethan Vargo Thomas gets set to kick the ball away to Midland Trail to get this thing started. And back deep, I can't really see the numbers right now, but I'll pick those up for you here in just a second. Give you the return men for Midland Trail. Got the ready to play from the referee, and here's the kick. And it's kind of squibbed down to about the 20 where it's hauled in there, and that looks like Trevor Michael. And Michael is wrapped up at the 31-yard line. Nice tackle there by the Oakhill defense. Looked like Darian McDowell in on the stop. And Trevor Michael took it on the 20, gets it back to about the 32, so we'll call it a 12-yard return. And Midland Trail has the football first, and they're set to go. And we know Midland Trail's offense is a spread offense. And like we said, they've spread it out. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. They've got a running back right beside the quarterback, and then, of course, running back in behind Chris Vines. And that's usually their workhorse. And the ball gets away from Vines on the snap, and they had intended to hand it off to Colton Yoder. And that's some of the mistakes we talked about last week. That was another disaster avoided by Midland Trail. The snap hits Vines quick, and it bounced right to Colton Yoder, and he goes down on the 30, so he's going to lose two.
Oakhill's done their homework on that. When you score 4 touchdowns in the game prior, you know that's the man going to have the ball.
Yep, he's the workhorse back there, and he's lined up behind the quarterback. And, again, same formation. They've got two receivers split to the right, one to the left. Running back right beside Vines, and I believe that might be, I'll check the number and the name here, and it is Yoder up the middle over the left side. He gets up over the 35 to about the 36, so he picks up 6 just beyond the 35. We'll give him 5 on that carry. So, again, not a surprise what they're doing there. They're going to line up and give it to Colton Yoder, no question about that. Jonathan Stark in the backfield with Vines. I told you there was a running back right beside him. Now it's Seth Ewing has moved back there. So Ewing is set to the right of Vines. Got the same formation again. They split the right side a little bit farther out with the two receivers. Vines looks that way. The throw is going to throw it to the end that dropped back, and that's Trevor Michael. And he picks up enough for the first down.
Absolutely.
Picks up about 7 on that play. So Trevor Michael just stepped back a little bit. Wide receiver screen out there. And he just steps back and takes the pass, and he picks up a quick 7, and that's a first down for Midland Trail. So, nice play. Resets the chains, and Midland Trail, again, this fast-paced offense. Here they go again. Formation this time, two receivers to each side, one in the slot on each side. Vines rolls to his left. He's going to throw. Now he tucks it in. He's going to hold on to it and run it. And he's run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
Had a couple guys downfield, Greg, just well covered, you know, by Oakhill there.
So he's going to pick up about 3 on that scramble, and I'm not sure that was a designed run, but he tucked it in awful soon. He didn't wait very long.
Right.
All right, Oakhill lines up. Looks like we're in a little 52, 53 all defense here with a setback to the strong side. And this time Vine rolls to his right to throw, and he overthrew him. Not a good pass at times. Hard for Chris Vines to roll to his right, I think, and throw the ball. He's left-handed, and that time he rolled, and looked like he couldn't get his body turned around. And
Well, one of the Oakhill defenders was coming at him pretty hard as well, so he got a little shook there on the play.
all right, big third down here, third and about 8. And it's like pretty obvious passing down right here for Midland Trail. And they get their play called in from the sideline. Again, last week that clock wasn't much of an issue. We thought it would be, but it wasn't. And I think they worked on that plenty. They've got that down. All right, here we go. Gets play in. We got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Same formation in the backfield. Vines takes a shotgun snap. He's going to give it to Yoder over the right side. He breaks a tackle, and he breaks another tackle, gets it up over the 50.
First down.
Going to be close. I think he got the first down. He avoided the initial stop back there. It looked like Ethan Vargo Thomas had him in the backfield, and he slipped off from him, and Vines ends up gaining about 9 on that play, and he gets the first down, or Yoder does rather, I'm sorry. We'll give him 10 because he gets all the way up close to the 45 of Oakhill, and that time they had him in the backfield, but he was strong enough to break loose, and he picks up the first down. All right, here we go again. Yoder gets it again, this time over the right side, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain. We'll give him 2 on this one. They tried the other side, and nothing doing there as the Oakhill defense pretty solid on that stop. And again, Oakhill's getting good penetration, and they're getting a hold of him in the backfield.
Let's try doing a lot of substitution there, Greg. You know, like I don't think it did that much last week. I don't remember him doing that much.
All right, here's Vines with a snap. Gets Yoder over the right side again, runs into the line and stopped dead, and he tries to bounce off and go, but he's not able to do that as he's brought down from behind, and he's going to lose about a yard on that one. So that time the Oakhill defense held on to him. They ran him into the line, and then he stopped, and that once he stopped, that was it. Too much speed on that defense for Oakhill. All right, Vines gets the plays in. He's got 2 slot backs to the right side. Now one of them shifts over to the left. We got a late sub coming in. So we've got a slot man on both sides and a split receiver on both sides. Yoder deep in the backfield about 7 yards back. Here's Vines with a snap. He takes it. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. Now he's going to tuck it and try to run. And he's run out of bounds at about the 42. So he picks up about maybe 2 yards on that. And that time again, he seemed to tuck that thing awful early. Rolls looked like he's going to pass, but didn't look like he thought too much about throwing it. He just tucked it and took off. And Coach Isaac's talking to him about got receivers downfield. Let's look at him.
And then he had one wide open down here that was had his man beat. So
Trevor Michael set the punt for Midland Trail. And I'm too blind to see the return man. Looks like Cade Maynard is one of them. Wouldn't think he'd be back there. I'm sure a fair catch is being called. And a fair catch is hauled in, and that looks like Hunter Purdue brings that punt in with a fair catch at about the 11. So Oakhill will get their first possession of the night, and they'll start it off deep in their own territory as they look like they're on about the 12-yard line. We'll give them the 12. I think I said 11 initially, but the way these glasses of mine work when they're laying on the table makes it hard for me to see. I keep thinking if I leave them laying there and not put them on, I'll be able to see, but it ain't working out. So I get my glasses on, I'll be able to figure out what's going on here. All right, Oakhill comes out. 2 receivers split to the left. Now 1 in motion to the right, and I'll get names here in just a minute. They hand it off straight in the backfield. Big hole over there.
Sure did.
Let's see who that running back was. Trying to get a number here. The number's kind of hard to see for Oakhill. They look like Jason Manns on the carry, and Jason picks up a big 9, maybe 9.5 on that, right straight up the middle. So big hole for Manns. Again, we talked about this Oakhill speed. And something Midland Trail's
pretty big size on too, Greg.
Size on the line.
Oh, yeah, so the line is huge.
Yeah, I was looking at their linemen today. I'll give you the sizes here in just a minute. They're big. All right, Maynard under center this time. Hands it off to Manns again straight ahead. He plows forward and gets the first down. He picks up about 3 on that carry straight ahead. So Oakhill coming out and doing what Midland Trail likes doing. That's to run the ball straight ahead, and they've opened up some pretty nice holes on these first 2 carries, and they pushed the ball all the way out to the 25 in 2 plays. So 1st and 10 for Oakhill. We've got 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Battle of the Bridge underway here from Heiko.
I'm curious to see what Oakhill's passing game has tonight, Greg. It just like they got some wide receivers just came in right there.
Yeah,
I kind of think this might be a pass play here. I don't know.
He throws it well. He's got a nice pass if he has time.
I was wrong.
Fumble on the play, and Midland Trail has it. So that time they tried a little misdirection play. Maynard faked the handoff, and the running back run right into him, and the ball was knocked loose. And recovery there made by Colton Yoder. looks like on the defensive side for Midland Trail. So Midland Trail with the, and I said early on, I thought turnovers might be the key to this game, and Midland Trail gets the first one, and they take it away down inside the 20, so they'll have it. 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. First big break of the ball game. We'll see if Midland Trail can capitalize. Oakhill defense back on the field. Vines in the shotgun. Same formations. Last 2 plays they give to Yoder straight ahead. He plows forward, and he's still fighting. He gets positive yards. He's going to pick up about 6 on this play. So nice run by Yoder. He just went straight ahead. And again, Oakhill made the initial contact, but couldn't bring him down. And he just kept fighting forward, pushing the pile forward. And they're down inside the 15. Here's Vines again, shotgun, same formation. They give it to Yoder again. He tries to go over the left side, tripped up before he gets there. There was a hole, but somebody trips him up from behind, and he goes down after a gain of about 2 on the play. So let's go bring up 3rd and 2 for Midland Trail. Talk about big games in the play. Here's a big game early on. 3rd down and 2. Ball rested on the 12-yard line. Vines in the shotgun. Same formation again. Same play. They give it to Yoder again. This time he's hitting the backfield. Yeah. This time they hang on to him. We'll try and see who that is in the backfield. He's getting back there every time. And that's twice in a row. Scott Wilshire in the backfield.
Yes,
and he brought him down that time for no gain. So that brings up 4th down now, a long 2 for Midland Trail. So huge play right here. Ball resting on the 11. Same formation again. Vines in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes it this time to Yoder, tries to draw the defense in, and nice play coming up from the defensive backfield. And let's see who that is. Try to get a number here. Looks like Khalil Gray, 5'7", 190-pound junior, come up from the defensive back spot that time, made a nice fake to Yoder. Everybody bit, and Vines tried to roll it around, bootleg it around the right side, and he picks up 0 yardage as Gray come up, made a fantastic tackle in the open field, and Oakhill takes over possession of the football on the 11-yard line. So they weathered that storm and survived the turnover. Midland Trail unable to capitalize. Nice play call that time. Looked like the whole defense got sucked in, but again, when you're playing speed, hard to beat people like that.
Absolutely.
Here comes Oakhill out with the football. Maynard under center. Takes the snap. Fakes it. He's going to throw it. He's got a man out in the flat open, and he connects. And pass is completed out there to Leonard Farrow again with a lot of speed, and he's leveled out there by Robert Ruffner, but not before he picks up about 18 yards, and he's all the way out to the 29-yard line. So a nice pass and catch from Cade Maynard to Leonard Farrow. And I tell you, I know from just watching Leonard running basketball, if he gets out and gets in the open field, nobody's going to catch him because he can flat out fly. All right, Oakhill, Maynard in the shotgun this time. He's got 2 backs back there with him, 1 to each side. He gives it to the left back over the right side. And again, I'm not calling my names yet because I don't see their numbers good yet. That is Eli Sevy, I believe. Yes, that's Sedlock. Okay, Eli Sedlock with that carry. And again, now they're up here where I can see their numbers. And like I said, my glasses, I lay them on the table and they don't help me.
You're like me, your bifocals need bifocals, I guess.
Yeah. So. All right, now they're up here where we can see some numbers, so I'll get some names straightened out here now. Maynard in the shotgun this time. And this time they hand it off, and the back this time, no gain on the play, and that was Tobias Giles. And Giles took a lot of time running around in the backfield that time and not much time going forward, and he picks up about 2 on the play before he's brought down. So that brings up 3rd and 8. All right, Oakhill, big play here for them. And Maynard's going to be in the shotgun again. He's got 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Backs in the backfield, 1 on each side. Takes the shotgun snap. Looks like he's trying to set up a screen. He throws it. Looks like it might have been backward, but they're going to call it incomplete. So incomplete pass was almost a fumble there. But that brings up 4th down nonetheless, and Oakhill will be forced to punt the football away. So an odd series of plays there on that second set of downs for Oakhill. In the punt, Tony Stump for Oakhill, 6'2" junior. Back deep for Midland Trail is Trevor Michael. He's back about to 25. Stump will get the kickoff from his own 20. Here's a snap. We got a flag. Immediately comes out
sure
on the
did.
play. Nice spiraling kick. Comes down to about the 43. Takes an Oakhill bounce. Still bounces down inside the 35. And it rolls dead on the 35, and that's where it will stop. But we've got a flag on the play. And I believe we're going to have a false start on Oakhill. We'll see what Midland Trail decides to do with it, but we're going to take a break. We'll let you know what they decide, if they're going to make them kick it again, or if they'll take it where they got it. They're getting it on the 35. So we'll take a break. We'll find out, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Stay with us.
Just one. We're trying to get some sound adjusted at the studio.
Spirit FM would like to thank Montgomery General Hospital for being a proud supporter of all your local high school sports. Montgomery General Hospital at 401 6th Avenue, Montgomery, West Virginia. A proud sponsor of Coach's Corner, WQTZ Game of the Week, and 106.9 Spirit FM. More information available at 1069spiritfms.com.
Justin said he couldn't hear it, so he's listening online.
Why shop Beckley Auto Mall?
Because of the selection.
Because of the people.
The prices. Because of the great customer service.
We got everything we wanted, and we'll be coming back here for our next one. Beckley Auto Mall has been your go-to dealer for years, with the best selection, service, and lowest prices. Our people are committed to helping you every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert Seabird Drive. Online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GNC, we are professional grade.
All right, welcome back. Midland Trail opts to decline the penalty, take a ball on the 35. First play some scrimmage is a 4-yard pickup by Colton Yoder straight up the middle. Oakhill drawing the defense up tight. Man-to-man on the receivers. They're daring Midland Trail to run. And if Yoder gets outside, he's going to go. He's over the 50, the 40, the 30, down to the 20, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Midland Trail. Colton Yoder goes 60 yards for the touchdown, and that time Oakhill brought their entire defense up close, went man-to-man on the receivers, and once Yoder broke the first line of defense, he was gone. No one back deep for Midland Trail, or for Oakhill, and that was it. Once he broke that first line, there was nobody back there to stop him, and he takes it 60 yards to the house for the touchdown.
He had a good block around the corner there, Greg, and that was the key right there.
Yeah, once he got past that initial line, there was nobody left to stop him, and he goes all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Midland Trail setting up now to kick the extra point. Talon Shockey in.
Stopping the play here. Got a flag on the play.
Flag, and we got offside on the offense.
Hey, real quick while we got a break, if you're listening on Facebook and we're having some technical difficulties, just let us know if you can't hear us or if it's too loud, and we'll try to do everything we can to fix it.
So we're going to step Midland Trail back 5 yards. I guess they lined up in the neutral zone, all sides. Extra points seem to be a struggle. We able to notch one last year. Last week we got a 2-point conversion, 1 out of 4. And that was the difference in the game. So these things are crucial.
I never could understand how somebody could miss extra points. I really could. But I guess it's.
I never could understand how they could make them.
Getting through that little goal up there.
All right, here's Shockey getting set to kick. Going to be down about the 19 or the 14, and he booms it through the middle. Nice kick. Oh, no, off the left. Had plenty of leg, plenty of distance, and just off to the left a little bit. We thought it was good here, but nope, it goes left. So that's going to make it 6-0 Midland Trail. Let's get us a break. We'll be back after these messages.
A fresh start to your morning at Tudor's. Try our delicious loaded breakfast wrap. It's so full of flavor. We pile it high with country-style pork sausage, fresh peppers, onions, golden potatoes, cheese, and scrambled eggs rolled in a soft flour tortilla wrap. We also offer crispy bacon, savory sausage, or shaved ham wrap. All made with scrambled eggs, then topped with cheese. Tudor's bigger, better wraps. Now that's a wrap.
Why settle for less? Hometown Subaru will get you in the car of your dreams without breaking your budget. Our qualified finance and sales staff always treat customers with love and respect. That's the Subaru Love Promise. Hometown Subaru Service Center provides quality service and maintenance from industry professionals. Our service staff is always friendly.
Welcome back. The Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week. Battle of the Bridge, Midland Trail, Oakhill. Midland Trail strikes first. Colton Yoder goes 60 yards for the opening score. 6-0. Patriots lead it, and they're set to kick off now. Give Oakhill their second possession of the game. Set to kick off for Midland Trail is Bo Thompson. And Thompson hits it from his 40. One of the upbacks take it. I'll get you a name here in a second. And he's squirting around and got room, and he gets through and gets it up to about the 38 before they finally bring him down.
I don't think they ever did bring him down.
Finally got him down.
Might be a flag right there, personal foul, absolutely.
Yep. It's Tiamo Shelton, and they threw him
that
down.
was just stupid.
Well after the play. He was all the way up to
right
the 38, the whistle blown, and they kept moving him around and finally threw him down.
Just a mistake.
Back at the 31, and the officials dropped the flag. So that's going to be a 15-yard personal foul penalty. Assessed to Midland Trail. So they need to let him up when the whistle blows. And they just kept going with him that time and slung him down hard way back at the 31. So they'll move the ball back up to the 38 where the whistle blew to start with.
We went to focus on Sam. They said they still
And now they move it up all the way beyond the 50 up to Midland Trail's 47-yard line. So nice return that time by Tiamo Shelton. And you tack on the extra 15, and Oakhill has great field position here. Starting this drive on the Midland Trail 48-yard line. Maynor moves up under center now. He's got Farrow. Check that. Jason Mans.
Maybe it was earlier. I don't know.
And Farrow, and they give it to Farrow, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss there. He loses about 3. Actually, that was not Farrow. That was Shelton, and he loses back inside the 50, so back in Oakhill territory. So that's a negative gain there, about 3-yard loss. So that time the Midland Trail defensive line ready, and they stopped Shelton in his tracks, and they threw him backwards that time, and it was legal. And I still got Shelton and Mans in the backfield with Maynor. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Maynor in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks to throw.
There he goes, wide open.
Slant across the middle, wide open, and it's hauled in out there by Brandon Wisen. Brandon Wisen, you might remember that name from the basketball court, 5'9", 163-pound senior. Wisen hauls it in, and not a big gain. He picks up about 6 on that pass. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for Oakhill. All right, same formation. Well, it's not the same. I'm not sure what this formation is. It's tight end, and everybody takes off before the ball snapped, and that's going to be a false start. 2 receivers on both sides took off, and I think it was an illegal formation anyway. They didn't have 4 guys in the backfield.
Sure didn't. And he's right.
Yep. All right, so they block the ball up at about the 50-yard line, just inside the trail 50. So let's go bring up 3rd now and about 12 and a half. So it's a big 3rd down here for Oakhill. Nothing. Can't seem to get anything going offensively. Here we go. Maynor in the shotgun. Again, now they're in receiver step back into the backfield, so now they're right with 2 tight ends. Maynor takes the snap, drops the throw. He's got time, wide open down the middle. Beautiful pass and catch this time, and it's going to be a touchdown for Oakhill as that pass is hauled in by Tobias Giles, and that was a beautiful catch and throw from Maynor to Giles. Giles was the tight end on the left side. He just ran a straight pattern, a post pattern down the middle. Maynor threw the ball before he ever looked. He turned around, ball hits him in stride, and he just outrun the defense all the way down to the goal line. So that's a 50-yard pass and catch from Maynor to Giles, and that knocks the score up at 6 apiece. And now we'll have the extra point try. Ethan Vargo Thomas, left footer, set to try the extra point. There's a snap. It's good. The kick is up, and this kick is good. We're not seeing many being made, but Vargo Thomas knocked that right through the middle, and Oakhill takes the lead with 1:45 to go here in the first quarter, 7-6. And the Battle of the Bridge from Heiko. Oakhill leads at 7-6. Let's get us a break in here. We'll be back after these messages.
Why shop Beckley Auto Mall?
Because of the selection.
Because of the people.
The prices. Because of the great customer service.
We got everything we wanted, and we'll be coming back here for our next one. Beckley Auto Mall has been your go-to dealer for years, with the best selection, service, and lowest prices. Our people are committed to helping you every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive. Online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GNC, we are professional grade.
WQTZ would like to thank Kobe Asian Fusion, located at 100 Town Center Road in Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-0131. Thank you to Kobe Asian Fusion for being a proud sponsor of 1069 and 1069spiritfm.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 1069spiritfm.com.
Hey, welcome back. We apologize again for some of these difficulties. Got a crowded press box up here. Got things coming unplugged, and I think we're back on now. Had an internet router box issue. Looked like the power went off on that thing for some reason. But I think we're back now, and they're working to get the live feed back up for the live stream. So hopefully we'll get that going for you. What's happened, transpired since a touchdown by Oakhill. They've kicked off. Midland Trail has run 2 plays from their own 30. They're up at about the 39 right now. We got a third down, less than a yard to go. They've given it to Colton Yoder 2 times, and he's picked up 9 yards. And now we're looking at 3rd and 1 for Midland Trail. Oakhill moving everybody up close to the line. They know Yoder's going to get it. And here he comes over the left side. Big hole again.
Yeah, 5-yard
up
pickup.
over the 45 to about the 47. So Yoder picks up 7 yards on that carry and gives Midland Trail another first down. So, again, we expected to see a lot of Colton Yoder, and we are. That's his 13th carry, and we're still in the first quarter. Here's Yoder again. This time, linebacker comes in and makes the hit. Let's see who that was. Like Jarrett McFall. He comes in and makes the tackle. We're getting winding down here in the first quarter. Look, a little clock. Looks like it says just
40 seconds, 16 seconds?
Yeah, we're not sure.
We're gonna stay here
Looks
when we
like
get
30
connected,
seconds.
so.
I think is what it says. The clock's not
Yeah.
very big, so it's kind of hard to see. Can't see anyway, and then looking at that makes it even tougher. All right, so second down now. The referees blow the whistle and stop the play. Yoder picked up about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 on that carry. We'll give him 1, 2nd and 9, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They just let it run out. So Midland Trail looking at 2nd down and 9, and so far, again, we said it's been the Colton Yoder show, he's got up to 14 carries now in that first quarter. So, at this rate, if he keeps that up, that's going to be close to 60 carries. So I'm sure they're going to lay off of that a little bit. They got to give him some sort of break. Oakhill seems to be adjusted and making the stops. And then he breaks off another big one. So right now they stop him for a short gain.
And one thing about it is, he's the workhorse, but they're going to have to use somebody else eventually to accomplish what they're going to need here.
Yeah, I'm not sure the chains are exactly right over there.
Yeah.
It was second down and 9, and now looking at the chains, looks like second down and 5. So they've got to get that fixed. There they go.
Well,
they gained a little bit on the changeover, but not much. Not enough to shake anybody up. And it's only second down, I believe. They've got third down on the chains. There we go. Second down. Now they got it right. All right, second down. About 8 to go now. Start of the second quarter of play. Vines will be in the shotgun this time. 2 backs to either side of him. This time they give it to a different back. Looked like maybe Ruffner. Flag comes flying in, and the flag went about 12 yards. The play went about 5, so it looked like Griffin Boggs on the carry. And he picks up a couple, but it's going to be negated. Looks like it's in the area of a holding penalty. It's thrown right at the lineman. And preliminary indication is a hold on Midland Trail, so it's going to mark them back 10 yards. Puts them in a bit of a hole, so that's going to bring up, it's a spot foul, so it's going to bring up second down now. About 16. So back on the 40-yard line. They got 2 receivers front to back on the right side. 1 receiver split to the left. They hand it off on the left-hand side, and looked like Trevor Michael with that carry. No Griffin Boggs with that carry. Yeah. And Boggs is stopped.
Trail had twin receivers over here to one. Kind of missed that right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down now and a long 16 to go for Midland Trail. Ball rested on their own 40-yard line. They got the same setup over on this right side. They've got 2 receivers stacked on the right side, 1 to the left, 2 running backs, both to the right side. And now we've got a procedure penalty, and that's going to be on this 1 receiver over on this side, Philip Dickerson, as he stepped before the play. So that's going to be a 5-yard step off, so that's going to make it about 3rd and 21 now.
That's 3 penalties this drive, Chris.
Yep.
Or Greg.
All right, so now we're looking at 3rd and 21. All on the 35-yard line. Same formation this time. Receiver stacked. Vines in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff. Tries to look over the middle. It looks like he's going to throw a quick slant, and he's sacked.
The ball
comes loose, and it's still rolling around. There's a fight for it. Oakhill looks like they've picked it up, and they have. They've recovered the football, and they advanced it back inside the 25-yard line. So a big turnover again by Midland Trail. That time Vines was going to throw the slant, and he changed his mind. He got pressure and tried to take off with it around the left side. And looks like he was hit initially, and then he looked like he just kept fighting, and they bobbled the football, got away from him. Oakhill picks it up, and they're in business again as they'll take it 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Some huge costly mistakes for Midland Trail that time.
And last week, we talked about those mistakes they made last week. They were able to overcome those because they were able to recover the ball on a lot of these fumbles. But tonight, so far, not the story. All right, here we go. Oakhill with it. Maynard in the shotgun. Got Mans. And I think this time it looks like
it's going to be lost.
Nice play out there on the end. There's Eli Sedlock that time. They try to run him around the right side. Nice play out there. It looked like Trevor Michael on the stop. Yep, we got some rain coming down. We weren't expecting that. And the rain start falling here at Roger Eads Field.
I seen a cloud over earlier. I told you I thought it was. There's no rain in the forecast, but I'll tell you what, it's coming down now.
Yep, got dark, and then all of a sudden it just opened up. So here we go. Oakhill with second down. They lose a yard on that play. And they'll go second down to 11. Maynard takes the snap. Looking to throw deep. He throws it up in the air. Michael
intercepted.
Trevor Michael had the interception. Hit him right in the hands, but he's not able to hang on.
Rain got in his eyes, Greg.
I guess. Pass incomplete that time. They just tried to run
that could have
Leonard
been
Farrow
huge,
straight down the field. Leonard Farrow has tremendous speed. They just try to run him on a fly pattern straight down the field. And Farrow able to get behind Michael on the pass play, but Maynard not able to get it to him. And I think with this these wet conditions, that's
going to be a difference. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard to ask him to throw that ball like that in this weather.
Call timeout.
All right, we got a timeout. They're going to talk it over as they're looking at 3rd and 11. So Midland Trail here with a big defensive play coming up for them. They can overcome this turnover, and we'll see what happens after we take a break and come back after these messages.
New River Health Association at 304-469-2905, serving Fayette, Raleigh, and Nicholas counties in 6 convenient locations as well as 7 school-based centers with pharmacies in Fayetteville, Scarborough, and Sophia, is a proud sponsor of WQTZ 106.9 Spirit FM and Storm Tracker Plus weather. More information is available on New River Health Association at 1069spiritfm.com.
Welcome back.
And
Out on the bridge. Midland Trail. Big defensive play right here. They trail 7-6. Oakhill with it. 3rd and 11. Ball on the 28-yard line of Midland Trail. Maynard in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Drops straight back. Tries to throw, and the ball just slips out of his hand, goes straight up, so he completes the pass to himself. But unfortunately for Oakhill, he loses about 8, and it is absolutely pouring the rain right now. Loses all the way back to the 35-yard line, 36-yard line, and they're looking now at 4th and about 20. And I tell you what, that's like I said, tough to ask. To try to throw that ball in these conditions. He tried to throw it, the ball just slipped out of his hands, went up in the air and come right straight back to him. He loses about 8 on the play. Oakhill going to go for it. The ball on 35. I guess they figure. Why
pick
not?
up 20, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good field position.
False
before
start.
they can get it off, they got a false start.
5.
And it's going to be a 5-yard mark off. It's a sloppy game
Sure is.
so far. Another penalty, and that marks it back 5 more as we get illegal procedure on Oakhill. Oakhill leads at 7-6. And now Oakhill decides to punt the football. Oakhill, in case we were cut off, we're not sure if we were or not. Tobias Giles took a pass from Cade Maynard at the 50-yard line, and a beautiful pass and catch, and he took it to the house. Extra point was converted by Margot Thomas, and Oakhill leads at 7-6. So they decide to punt the ball. Punt by Tony Stump, and the ball takes a nice bounce for Oakhill, rolls down, and goes dead at about the 10-yard line. So a pretty good punt there by Stump. And again, we had some unexpected rain here. It's just dampened everything up. I think the rain slacked up a little bit now. It's not raining near as hard as it was. It was pouring there a minute ago.
Sure was.
It's slacked up some now, but it's rained long enough to get everything soaked. So, and you can see it had an impact on Maynard trying to throw the ball. He threw 2 passes. One was way underthrown. The second one slipped out of his hands straight up in the air, came right back to him. So it had an effect on him almost immediately. All right, Midland Trail takes over on their own 10. They survived that mistake as they pushed Oakhill backward. Now they got to get the offense going themselves, and they hand it off to Yoder over the left side. Has a burst through there. He breaks another tackle, and he gets it up to about the 17 before they finally drag him down. So Yoder, great second effort. He's taking hits in the backfield. They just can't seem to get him down.
Absolutely. Greg, he'd get a couple good blocks right there. It'd be that's what happened last week. Get him down the field a little bit.
All right, here comes Midland Trail again with it. Vines in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs over in the slot to his right. They both go in motion at the same time to the left side, and they reset over on that left side. And they're going to run it that way with Yoder, and you may hear the coach yelling to Yoder on the outside. He's up to the 40, to the 50, down to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. Colton Yoder takes it all the way to the house, and that is a 78-yard run by Colton Yoder, but I believe there is a flag on the play, and they're going to bring it back.
Yep.
And that time you could maybe heard the coach up here in the Oakhill coaching staff in the press box yelling that we have nobody on the outside because they shifted their power formation over to the left. Oakhill didn't shift, and they stayed where they were at. The coach was yelling, we have nobody to the outside, and that's exactly where Yoder went. And he ends up going 78 more yards. just not to the outside. He went all the way down the middle of the field for the touchdown, but it's going to be called back as there is a holding penalty, and they march it all the way back. Spotted the foul penalty, marches the ball back to the 20, so it still results in a first down. Once they get it spotted here, still results in a first down.
Right.
Because it was a spot foul, and they only needed 2 yards for the first down. So they end up gaining that 2, basically, and they'll have it 1st and 10 now. It's 20. So big play that time for Midland Trail. Called back on the 10-yard holding penalty. So Colton Yoder racking up another big night. All right, same formation, this time power formation to the right. Again, they shift to the left. This time Oakhill does shift with them. And they bring it back to the right side. They fake that handoff. Vines keeps it himself, tries to get around the end, and he can't do it as he's dropped at 21. So he'll pick up about a yard on that play. So what they tried to do there, they shifted their power over to the left, and then they brought both of those running backs to the right.
To fool him a little bit.
Vines faked that handoff and kept it himself, but he came to the right too, and it closed quick. All right, so it brings up 2nd down now and 9 as Vines is able to pick up a yard. Clock rolling, 7:50 to go in the first half. Oakhill leads it 7-6. Here's Vines in that shotgun again. Again, the power formation set to the right side. Receivers split out to both sides. One running back, that's Yoder. And they give it to Yoder straight ahead over the right side, and he is met immediately, and he's still fighting, but that time Eli Sedlock come up and stopped him immediately inside the 20. He was able to fight free from him and get it up, back up to the 20, but he's still going to lose a couple on that.
Yep.
Nice play by Eli Sedlock that time as he come up from his linebacker spot and made a nice play on Yoder and drops him for a 2-yard loss. So 3rd down now and about 11 for Midland Trail. This time Midland Trail has receivers stacked over to the left side, split wide. 2 receivers split to the right side, stacked.
Play clock winding down, Greg, on 7 seconds.
Down to 6 seconds. Vines still trying to get the play in, and
let's call timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to take a timeout, and they do with 1 second left on the play clock. So with a timeout on the field, let's get us a timeout here in the box. We'll take us a quick break. Listening to Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week on 1069 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a cucumber company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber & Company.
Why should you go direct?
Welcome back to Hico. Roger Reed's Field here at Patriot Stadium in Hico, the site of the Battle of the Bridge, Midland Trail, Oakhill. Right now we got a good one, 7-6. Both teams having trouble hanging on the football, and nobody capitalizing so far. All right, here's Midland Trail with it.
Good.
3rd and 11. They try the go the opposite misdirection play that time. They faked to the inside, gave it to the outside, and that looked like Trevor Michael with the carry. Quickly unpile.
He got a couple
here.
good blocks, Greg. If he had one more, he got that first down, but came up a couple yards short.
Actually, I believe that was Liam Gill on the carry, and Liam picks up a pretty good gain. He ends up getting 6. But
we got somebody over here. Ain't nobody lined up out here.
Brings up 4th down, and about 5 yards to go for Midland Trail, and they line up to punt. And Trevor Michael up close, and now they shift, and he drops back to punt the ball. We'll see who's back deep here and returns this punt. It's going to be a short punt. And it rolls out of bounds at about the 39-yard line, 38-yard line of Midland Trail. So Oakhill takes over possession on their own 38. And no return that time. Hunter Purdue and Rodell Allen deep for Oakhill. Neither are able to get a hold of the football. It was a short kick off the side of his foot, but it got a nice roll for Midland Trail. Goes all the way down to the Oakhill 38, and they'll take over there 1st and 10 again. Nobody been able to take advantage of these turnovers by both teams tonight. And low-scoring affair, 7-6. Got about 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Oakhill comes out. 2 receivers split wide right, 1 left. 2 running backs to either side of Maynard in the backfield.
Oh.
And a bad snap, and he drops it. And it's just a bad snap,
Yeah.
and he just falls on it there. And that's going to be a loss of about 9 for Oakhill. And Oakhill's done that tonight several times. They've ended up putting themselves way behind the chains early in their possession. And this first down goes for -9. Bring up second down 19. That time they were going to throw it. They had Jason Manns going out into the flat. Eli Sedlock to the left, Manns to his right. Same formation. Maynard takes the snap this time, and they're going to run the shuffle pass straight ahead. And they get that shuffle pass to Sedlock. He's got good yardage up to the 45, and he takes a lick from behind. Got waylaid there by somebody. Looked like Trevor Michael. Took him down pretty hard, maybe Robert Ruffner, but he picks up a big gainer.
That's my first down.
He gets about, we're going to call it 18 of the 19 right there. So Eli Sedlock with a nice gain on the shuffle pass, and that goes as a completed pass for Maynard, and he picks up 18 of the 19 they need. So it'll be third down now and a yard to go. Ball on about the 49-yard line, and Oakhill's going to take a timeout. Talk about this big third down play, and this is crucial for them, I think, right here to keep this drive alive. So they'll take a timeout. While they take a timeout, let us take a timeout. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Game of the Week on 1069 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Why should you go directly to Hyundai of Beckley? We are Southern West Virginia's go-to Hyundai retailer. Accent, Elantra, Santa Fe, Sonata. We have all your favorite Hyundai vehicles ready to test drive. And check out the all-new 2020 Hyundai Palisade. 3 rows of upscale style and intelligence. Family friendly is built in. At Hyundai of Beckley, you'll receive fast credit approval to get you in the car of your dreams faster. Go directly to Hyundai of Beckley at 3921 Robert Seabird Drive or visit us online at HyundaiofBeckley.com.
Hey, I'm Jarrell, and I love the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich. The best part is the barbecue, or maybe it's the bacon, or maybe it's the chicken with the bun, or maybe it's the barbecue, the bacon, the chicken, and the bun. 3 B's. You can't get enough of it.
Hey, I'm Lauren, and I love the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich because of their amazing sauce. The sauce made the sandwich, 100%. It's definitely not too sweet. It has a little bit of a tang to it. It just hits the spot. If you put that Smokehouse Barbecue sauce on anything, I'd eat it.
Welcome back. Here we go. Oakhill with it. Third down. Just going to take the quarterback sneak straight ahead. That was Jason Manns lined up, and I think he's going to have the first down. He's up close to the 50. That's just enough for that first down as Manns took the direct snap and went straight ahead. So 1st and 10 for Oakhill. That time they didn't try anything fancy. They just direct snapped it, and he went straight ahead, picked up those that 1.5 yards that he needed for the first down. So ball now resting on the 50-yard line. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Oakhill with it. Trying to get something going offensively here. Both teams struggle a little bit offensively. A couple big plays. That's been it. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 backs in the backfield behind Maynard. He's going to flip it out. And again, this time he flicks it out to
nice stop.
Giles. And kind of a little flat pass there, and nothing going there. Nice tackle by Robert Ruffner out there in the flat. And that's going to be a loss of about 5. So both teams, again, struggling to get the offense going. And that play there just looked bad from the get-go. Tried the same play with Manns a minute ago the other way. We're pretty successful. All right, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 back in the backfield. It's like they fake it. And Maynard just throws it out in the flat, and it goes nowhere. So I'm not sure where he was throwing that one to, but it was a fake handoff. Looked like he gave it to him. I thought he did, but he faked the ball to Giles and then tried to throw it out. He threw it in the flat, but there was nobody in the flat. He had a receiver a little bit deeper downfield, but couldn't get it to him. And I think that wet football is really affecting.
Sure is playing.
It's affecting Maynard big time.
It's not raining now, Greg. However, just the wetness of the field, dampness of the field.
Yeah, there's enough rain to make everything good and wet because it poured it for a second. All right, here we go. Oakhill again, same formation. 2 backs behind the center with the quarterback, Maynard. They run the shuffle pass again to Sedlock. He breaks to the outside, loses a man, and he's got yards across the 50, the 45, and he gets knocked out at about the 41 of Midland Trail, so he needed 17. He picks up about 16. Last time he needed 19, got 18. So Sedlock with a nice shuffle pass there again. That seems to be the go-to play.
On the Fayetteville transfers on this school.
Yep. So it's going to bring up 4th down and a long yard now for Oakhill. So again, they go to that shuffle pass as their big play. They run that twice on 3rd down.
Greg, they done this last time they dropped the ball. So.
Yep, and also Oakhill line man's up and just run a direct snap. This time they got Maynard under center. He takes the snap, hands it off back in the back, and there he's not going to get a 1st down. I know that. I'll have to see who it was with the football. Midland Trail stacks him up, and
there's Eli Sidlock again.
Sidlock again, and he goes nowhere. And I really didn't understand that play call because that's not been a go-to spot for him. And Sidlock picks up 1. He needed 2, and Midland Trail takes over on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got plenty of time. 3:47 to go in the first half. See if they can get something going offensive. Both teams struggling on the offensive side right now. A couple big plays, and that's been it. Midland Trail in that power formation again with 2 running backs just outside the left tackle. They send both of them over to the right side now. And they hand the ball to Colton Yoder over that right side. He follows his blockers up over the 45, breaks another tackle over the 50 and down to the 48-yard line.
1st down.
So he's going to pick up 10 on that, and he was hit again in the backfield. Colton Yoder just refuses to go down.
Kind of like he just steps over players, Greg, and when he just kicks them off of him.
Yeah, Oakhill making good initial contact in the backfield just about every time, but Yoder able to fight him off, and Oakhill having a hard time making the tackle. So Colton Yoder with a big first half. We thought he'd see it a lot, and he has. 17 carries for Yoder. We'll tally up his yardage here at halftime. This time they got two backs in the backfield. And the snap goes way over Vine's head, back inside the 40. Finally tries to fall on it. He can't get it. It bounces away, and it looks like Oakhill has it again. All the way down to the Midland Trail 25-yard line. The snap was 5 feet over Yoder's head.
Yep. And the ball's wet. You can tell the ball's wet.
Yoder goes back. He tried to fall on it. He did the right thing. He tried to fall on it, and it just squirted away from him. And there for the recovery was Sedlock for Oakhill, and they have it, and they're in business again. 1st and 10 on the Midland Trail 25-yard line. 3:15 to go here in the first half. A big loss there, about a 25-yard loss. All right, here's Maynard in the shotgun. He hands it over to the left side. It looks like Farrow. Farrow squirts up, and he's finally brought down. He run a long ways, but he didn't go anywhere. Didn't gain anything on that play, so didn't lose anything, but didn't gain anything either. Thought he was going to break a big one there. Couldn't get away. Oakhill have been, or Midland Trail rather, has been pretty sure-handed with their tackles. Not too many broken tackles by the Oakhill running backs. Not anything like what you're seeing Colton Yoder do. But Oakhill has more speed back there. Just having trouble getting around the edges. All right, Shelton and Mann's in the backfield with Maynard in the shotgun. Going to drop the throw this time. There's that shovel pass again. They give to Shelton this time, and here comes a flag. We'll call hold.
Right
Shelton's
there.
going to take it all the way down to the 5, but we got a hold, and I think the last time they run this play, the Trail sideline was yelling for a hold on the same player, and they didn't get it. This time they did. A flag down at the 30-yard line, so a holding penalty on Oakhill negates another big play for these offenses. Neither offense has had a lot of big plays, and then a couple big plays that they have had have been called back. And Colton Yoder had a 78-yard run called back. That was about a 22-yard run, and that's going to be called back. So that'll back them up to the 40.
2:23 left to go in the first half, Greg.
That's going to make it 2nd down now and 22 for the Red Devils. So again, big play negated. Ball was down inside the 5-yard line. But that's all brought back. Same formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Trail defense scooting up. Looks like they're bringing the house. Maynard with a quick wide receiver screen. Nice play call there. A good play call for that defense that was coming. Braxton Hall takes the receiver screen, and he gets positive yard. He picks up about 7 on that play. It's not a big gainer, but at least it was positive.
Right.
All right, clock winding down to 1:45. 3rd down now, and looking about 19. Oakhill, not in any big hurry. Got
I look for to get the ball to Sedlock again and go around that outside corner. That's how they've been picking up their big yardage.
Play clock down to 10. Maynard in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw it. Got a man wide open down the right side, and it's overthrown. Leonard Farrow was 15 yards behind the defensive back over there, and Maynard just overthrew him. And Robert Ruffner on the coverage back there. Leonard Farrow was wide open, and that was a sure 6. If Maynard could have got it in. Maynard's been having trouble getting the ball downfield after it got wet, but that time he had a good grip on it, and excuse me, he was able to throw it. That time he let it fly, went about 10 yards over Farrow's head. Lost my voice there for a second. All right, here's Maynard in the shotgun. Looks down the middle of the field.
Place.
Got a guy open again.
Oh, intercepted.
And he overthrows it again, and the Midland Trail defensive back, for some reason, intercepted the pass right at the goal line. It was 4th and 19, and
batted that down.
Yeah, he should have just knocked it down, but he intercepted it at the goal line, then tried to bring it out. Gets it back to the 9, but nonetheless, Midland Trail takes over possession of the ball. 1st and 10.
Got about 1:10 left on the in the first half, Greg.
So Maynard, he's found his grip on that football. That time he overthrew him about 5 yards.
Yeah.
I have lost my voice.
That's not good.
Nope, not when you're doing something like this. All right, Vines takes the shotgun snap. He fumbled the
Fumbles
football.
the ball. Oakhill recovered.
And looks like Oakhill has it again. So another mistake by Midland Trail, their 3rd turnover of the night. And I'm not sure what happened that time. Couldn't really see. They tried to run right straight up the middle. I think they were just trying to eat the clock.
Eat the clock, yeah. And they jerked it out of his hand. Sure did, I believe so.
I'm not even sure who was carrying it for Midland Trail. I don't know if it was Vines or Yoder. Irregardless, it was a fumble. And Oakhill has the football, 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line. Maynard under center this time. And he's going to give it to Mans around the left side, and he's bottled up, fights forward, gets it inside the 10. So he gets positive yards right there. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. I'm surprised we're not seeing a little bit more of Mans. He's a strong, quick running back, and he's only had a few carries tonight. Look to see him get the ball a little bit more because he has speed as well. Clock down to 35 seconds for Oakhill. They're going to pick up the pace here just a little bit. Maynard tries to get the play call, gets them lined up. He's taking too long. Clock down inside the 30. See what he does here. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to try to throw, and he tries to throw across field, and he gets hit as he lets go of it, incomplete. So that time, Maynard took a long time to throw the football. Now, looks like Oakhill's running the field goal team out on the field, and they got time for another play. So I'm not sure if they're going to kick it here, if they're just a little premature, I think, for this kick. You got time to run another play or two.
Right, yeah.
And you have a timeout, so I'm not sure why you wouldn't go ahead and try to get just a little bit closer.
What the coaches up here in the press box is telling them.
Yep. Yeah, he has time.
We got one more timeout, and they're going to try to.
They're going to go ahead and kick it. So
he's gone now. Right?
Ethan Vargo Thomas out for the kick. Snap is back. It's good. The kick is up.
It's good.
And the kick is good. So it works out for Oakhill. They get the field goal, and that extends their lead to 10-6. So even though it may have been a little premature, nice kick by Ethan Vargo Thomas that time. He split the uprights. And that's a 30-yard field goal for Oakhill.
Yeah.
So we've got
one thing about 18 seconds. One thing you want to do is Midland Trails hang on to the ball.
Yeah, they've had 3 turnovers, and the balls flying around all
Crucial
over the place.
time,
They've
yeah.
recovered a few of them. So they fumbled it more than 3 times, and that's Oakhill finally gets some points. And you know that 3 points may not seem big right now, but in a game like this where offenses are struggling, you know, that extends your lead out to 10-6.
Right.
Could be, you know, pretty pivotal.
Yep.
Just like we said last week, at extra point was going to be pivotal. Finally, Midland Trail gets a 2-point conversion. That was the difference in the game. All right, Oakhill will kick it off now to Trail. Again, we've got 18 seconds left in the first half. Got my voice back, I think, for a little while. Anyway.
Good.
All right, so Oakhill lines up back deep for Midland Trail as Trevor Michael and looks like Robert Ruffner. Set to kick off for Oakhill, Ethan Vargo Thomas. He kicks the ball nicely.
He sure does.
Thomas's kick, he's going to pooch it down, and it's caught in the air.
Smart by Midland Trail just doing that right there.
Taken out of the air by Aaron Sizzler. And he falls down with it on the 39 and a half. And that'll be Midland Trail football with, again, the clock only ticked off a second. They still don't have the scoreboard right here. It's 10-6. They've got 7-6 on the scoreboard. Midland Trail takes it. This time they've got 4 receivers split to the right side, 1 to the left. Nobody in the backfield with Vines. Now they shift 1 of the receivers over to the left, so 2 on the left side, 3 on the right. Vines takes the shotgun snap, drops the throw, throws it across the middle, and it flutters. And it's caught by Michaels. He was in behind the defender, and the defender just whiffed on it. And Michaels takes it and hauls it in down to the 30-yard line.
5 seconds left, Greg.
So that's a 30-yard pickup for Midland Trail. That time
there's a flag.
They threw the pass, and the defender was in front of the ball, and he just whiffed on it. And Michaels was just standing there, and it just hit him in the gut. And he takes off with it down to the 30, and I think we might have a penalty flag as well after the play, a little extracurricular. So 5 seconds left in the first half. Midland Trail with another opportunity here. Get on the board.
A personal foul on somebody.
Yep. A little extracurricular going on, personal foul.
On Oakhill, yeah.
And on Midland Trail also, so it's going to offset.
Yeah.
And that's a dead ball, so the ball will stay on the 30. And Coach Isaac's not real happy about it. He wants to make sure that the ball stays up the 30-yard line. And he is not happy about this call, and he's giving it to the official out there. And he needs to be careful. He don't want to take it. He's got a chance
The
here.
ball should stay at the 30, though.
Yeah, it should have been a dead ball foul.
Yeah,
so
dead
the ball should be at the 30.
Offset and penalties.
So that's a 30-yard pickup by Michaels that time on the pass play. And again, I don't think, I'm not sure Trevor was even ready for it. Kind of hit him in the stomach and stuck there. The defender was right in front of the ball. He just whiffed it. He just missed it. All right, so Midland Trail takes it now. 5 seconds to go. They got 1st and 10 on their 30, which is really irrelevant right now. 4 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Should be the last play of the half unless we have a penalty. Vines draws straight back, just heaves it down the middle of the field, and it's overthrown, broken up back there by the Oakhill defender. And the Oakhill defender on that play was Hunter Purdue.
Yep.
And that's going to do it for the first half. Good first half of play. A little bit sloppy and some turnovers proving pivotal. The Oakhill Red Devils go in with a 10-6 advantage here in the first half of play. They lead the Battle of the Bridge 10-6, and pretty exciting first half, even though there was a lot of sloppy football, a lot of turnovers after that ball got wet, and the difficulty, especially for Oakhill, throwing the football. So, regardless, we'll wrap it up here for the first half of play. Good first half to watch. Pretty exciting. Again, got a little sloppy, but Oakhill able to notch that field goal with about 15 seconds to go in the half, and that extends their lead out 10-6. Coach Curtis Miller still in there.
He's down there, yeah. He's let them know.
Yeah, they need to be careful because they don't want to start the half with a big penalty. So we'll get us a break in here. When we come back, we'll recap this first half of play, fill you up on some stats, and then we'll look around and see if we've got any other scores from around the area. And then we'll get on to the second half of play. Usually the second half here at Midland Trail seems to be the exciting half, so we'll see what happens. Greg Chris, along with Rick Lewis, you're listening to and watching, hopefully, Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week here on 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages.
FM would like to thank Carter Electric, located in Fayetteville, for being a supporter of all your local high school sports. Carter
Proud sponsor of Coach's Corner, WQTZ Game of the Week. For more information on this sponsor, go to 1069spiritfm.com.
What's better than Gino's spaghetti, smothered with our homemade meat sauce, then topped with cheese and action? How about 2 mouth-watering dinners for $11.99? Choose your favorite. 2 baked spaghetti dinners, 2 home-style spaghetti dinners, or 1 of each. Serve slices of fresh baked garlic bread. Whether it's family night, date night, or just your night, experience a taste of Italy at our dinner table or yours. Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House. You'll love it.
At Plateau Medical Center, we have the newest technology, which is robotic surgery. Prior to us getting it, you would have to travel out of the area into a larger hospital. By using the robot, less pain, quicker recovery time, quicker return to normal activities, and shorter hospital stays.
This new robotic platform allows us to do what we do and do it even better, and that's only going to benefit our patients.
It's not about the technology, it's not about the robot, it's about patient outcomes.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber & Company.
Why shop Beckley Auto Mall?
Because of the selection.
Because of the people.
The prices. Because of the great customer service.
We got everything we wanted, and we'll be coming back here for our next one. Beckley Auto Mall has been your go-to dealer for years, with the best selection, service, and lowest prices. Our people are committed to helping you every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive. Online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GNC, we are professional grade.
WQTZ would like to thank Kobe Asian Fusion, located at 100 Town Center Road in Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-0131. Thank you to Kobe Asian Fusion for being a proud sponsor of 1069 and 1069spiritfm.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 1069spiritfm.com. QTZ would like to thank Dunkin' Donuts, located at 35 Davis Street, Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-6906. Thank you to Dunkin' Donuts, located in Fayetteville, for being a proud sponsor of 1069 Spirit FM and 1069spiritfm.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 1069spiritfm.com.
Summer is winding down, but the deals are still red hot at Hometown Kia.
Stay cool in this 2019 Kia Sorento, now only $34,838. Take a summer drive in this 2019 Kia Optima, now only $22,221. Or make a big splash in this 2020 Kia Sportage for only $299 a month.
Don't sweat it. Hometown Kia has you covered with our 10-year, million-mile warranty on all of our amazing new vehicles.
Don't forget to check out iPreCheck for our fast and easy credit approval at HometownKia.com.
Hello, this is Mandy Bailey with West Virginia Made Crafts, a new business located at the Doves Outlet Village. Our grand opening is April the 5th.
Plateau Medical Group has 12 providers, many born and raised right here. We take pride in West Virginia and believe in the power of people to create high-quality care. We have 3 primary care locations treating adults and children. Simply walk in, call for a same-day appointment, or schedule online. Other specialty practices include general surgery, gastroenterology, and ear, nose, and throat care. Learn more about services offered at Plateau Medical Group and find a physician right for you at plateaumedgroup.com.
Spirit FM would like to thank Montgomery General Hospital for being a proud supporter of all your local high school sports. Montgomery General Hospital at 401 6th Avenue, Montgomery, West Virginia, a proud sponsor of Coach's Corner, WQTZ Game of the Week, and 106.9 Spirit FM. More information available at 1069spiritfm.com.
Why shop Beckley Auto Mall?
Because of the selection,
Because of the people.
the prices, because of the great customer service.
We got everything we wanted, and we'll be coming back here for our next one. Beckley Auto Mall has been your go-to dealer for years, with the best selection, service, and lowest prices. Our people are committed to helping you every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive. Online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GMC, we are professional.
Company Halftime Report, brought to you by Cucumber & Company. At Cucumber & Company, get a website with unlimited updates starting at just $100 a month. For the best websites in WV, call 304-250-0123 or online at cucumberandcompany.com.
Welcome back to the Cucumber Company halftime show. Greg Chris along with Rick Lewis here tonight. And again, we've had a sloppy game, but an entertaining game. Oakhill leads it 10-6 at halftime on a Ethan Vargo Thomas field goal, 30-yard field goal. About 15 seconds to go in the first half. That extended their lead out to 10-6.
I think maybe the rain played a little bit of a part, Greg, but I don't think it was the playing factor in everything that happened.
No, a lot of fumbles, and it wasn't as much fumbles, bad snaps.
Right.
On both teams. And Midland Trail ends up turning it over 3 times. Oakhill had it 1 turnover. And fortunately for Midland Trail, Oakhill not being able to really capitalize. The defense stepping up for Trail and shutting them down. So they hadn't been able to capitalize too much on those turnovers. The scoring essentially has come from a couple of big plays. We had Colton Yoder break free for a 60-yard run in the first quarter, put Midland Trail up 6-0. Then Oakhill comes back with a 50-yard pass, and that pass went from Cade Maynard to Tobias Giles, and he goes 50 yards for the touchdown. So that was the 2 big plays. Other than that, not a lot of offense for either team. It's been the Colton Yoder show for Midland Trail. He's racked up a lot of yards, but he's also racked up a lot of carries. 18 carries for 118 yards in that first half. And we talked about it here at halftime, and that's a lot of carries, and it'll wear a kid down after a while. I mean, I know he's tough and breaks a lot of tackles, and he's gained a lot of yards tonight after the initial contact. He's done a heck of a job breaking tackles and getting through and gaining extra yardage, and he had the big 60-yard run. So that kind of is indicative of how it's gone. 58 yards really on 17 carries, right. If you think of it that way. You take away that big 60-yarder. So not a lot of offense really for either team. Both offenses have struggled. I don't know if that's good defense or just bad offense right now. And I know both offenses having trouble handling the football. Both teams have had bad snaps. The last one, they gave up the field goal. Actually, they survived that last one. It was a 30-yard loss all the way down the 25-yard line. So that tells you how far it was over his head. And then they've had 2 or 3 on the ground and a couple others over their head. So they've lost 3 of those. Again, Oakhill's lost 1. So it got kind of sloppy, especially in the second quarter. We did have a downpour here for about, 5 minutes
probably
maybe.
You get 5 minutes, yeah.
And it rained really hard just for those 5 minutes, and it quit. But everything got damp. And I know Cade Maynard, Oakhill had the football when the rains hit. He tried to throw a couple passes and just was way off the mark, couldn't get it to go anywhere. Then he had a couple passes where he had people wide open and overthrew them. And I think the rains affected him more so than anybody out there so far. We got some scores around the area. We like to go over at halftime with you to keep our halftime show in order.
Right.
Rather than not just talk all about Midland Trail Oakhill. We can get back to that when we come
I'm
back.
surprised a couple of those on there, to be honest with you.
Yep, some of them surprised me a little bit. And we'll start off in AAA, and I just give this one just because we always like to see what Martinsburg does, and they do the same thing every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, week in, week
it's
out.
48-0, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
63-6, they lead Eastern D.C., and that game's in the second quarter.
Wow.
So, hopefully they'll get that clock running. It'll go by fast in the second half. Bluefield putting a walloping on Princeton, 31-8. That game's at halftime. Capital and South Charleston, talked about that game in the pregame show. We thought that'd be a good one.
Yep.
That game's knotted up 14 apiece at halftime. Locally, Woodrow Wilson, they lead Greenbrier East 14-0 at half. In the big game, we thought would be the most
other way around right there.
Yeah,
I did.
Yep, and we thought this would be a great game. Shady leads Nicholas 13-6, and that game's at halftime. A lot of people thought that would be really the marquee game in the area. It looks like it's going to stack up to be just that. In single A, Williamstown 21-0 over Magnolia. Meta Bridge kicking again, 21-15. They lead over Clay Battelle. Meta Bridge looking for their second win on the season. We'll have Midland Trail Meta Bridge right here next week. Another Fayette County battle. And if Meta Bridge comes in 2-0, that could be an interesting matchup. And then the other game we talked about, Greenbrier West and Summers, we thought would be a good one. Don't look like it's going to be as good as we thought.
I heard a lot of talk about Greenbrier West and what they have, what they're going into. And, of course, if you listen to the coach's interview, it's a typical coach.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what we're going to have. We're a young team and this and that. From what I hear, they're pretty stout and, and have a lot of go get them in them, so to speak, I guess, So.
Yeah, you always get the coach speak, but we've heard through the grapevine that Greenbrier West is a pretty good football team, and looks like that because Summers County is not a bad team in their own right.
Right.
And they're leading Summers right now at half 34-6. So that kind of wraps up the area scores. I want to remind you while I'm thinking about the scores, stay with us after the game's over tonight. We'll have our Card Electric post-game scoreboard. We'll wrap up scores from all over the state the best we can. We'll give them to you as we get them, but we'll try to give those to you from statewide, let you know everything that's going on across the state in the Card Electric post-game scoreboard. We'll get that to you when the game concludes here.
We also want to make sure you nominate your Geno's Player of the Week. Last week it was Colton Yoder.
Colton Yoder, yeah.
And, nominate those. And we have some people that looks at those and see what they've done for the week. And it don't have to be football. It could be golf or volleyball or cheerleading, whatever. If you think they need to be Athlete of the Week, nominate them. And they'll get us all kinds of stuff from Geno's.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice little deal. Appreciate Geno's doing that for
Absolutely.
us. We had some golfers on the coaches' corner last night.
Yep.
And so we mentioned golf, we mentioned volleyball, soccer, band, cheerleading, whatever it is. You nominate those kids, and we can get them on there as the Athlete of the Week. They get some nice stuff from Geno's, tutors, and then we get to have them on the coaches' corner and talk to them on the radio. So I want to make sure you get those kids' names to us. We get to see the ones of the games that we're covering, but we don't get to see any of the rest of them.
Right.
So make sure you get your nominations in to us. Pretty good game here, 10-6.
What do you think the talk in the locker rooms are right now, Greg?
Well, I would say that Midland Trail, Coach Isaac's main focus has to be on taking care of the football.
Yeah.
And I mentioned early on in the pregame show that I thought turnovers were going to be key. And, fortunately for Midland Trail, they've been able to withstand those turnovers so far. That they haven't resulted in a lot of damage like they could have. And so I'm sure that's what they're going to be talking about. Ball security, taking care of the ball, eliminating some of the penalties. They've had quite a few penalties in this first half as well. Crucial penalty on a 78-yard run by Yoder for a touchdown was called back due to a hold. And they've had several other offside penalties and a couple other holding penalties. And they need to I'm sure that's what he's talking about is the penalties and ball security has got to be what he's talking about.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I think, my personal opinion now, I think the Oakhill's going to come out and start throwing the ball a little bit more than they did the first half. They had a couple wide open players down the field and just wasn't covered and just missed them. And I think maybe they'll see that, and same as their coaches up here did.
Yep.
And I think he might throw the ball a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. They had a couple pass plays. Had Leonard Farrow streaking down the right side wide open. And overthrown. It's hard to overthrow him too because he can fly.
Yes.
He was wide open and they just missed him. And then on the next play, he had a man, I believe it was Giles, open down the left side.
Yeah.
And he overthrew him.
Yeah.
And Midland Trail intercepted it. So, I believe you're right. They may try to come out and throw it a little bit.
Yeah.
I was still surprised that we haven't seen Jason Manns with the football as much as we thought we would. He's had 4
fast.
carries, and he can run.
They sure can.
But Oakhill not having much success with that running game, so you may be right. They may look to throw it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're going to be talking about, the missed opportunities and taking care of the football as well. And one thing Oakhill coaches I'm certain are going to be talking about is securing the tackles.
Yep.
They have missed numerous tackles in the backfield. And, again, I know Yoder is a strong running back, but they've hit him in the backfield numerous times and just slid off of him and not held on to him until they get some help. So I know that's going to be a topic of conversation with Coach Blankenship and his coaching staff. All right, let's get a break in. When we come back, we'll get you set for third quarter action here in the Battle of the Bridge from Hico, Roger Eads Field, Midland Trail Patriot Stadium. I'm Greg Chris along with Rick Lewis. You're listening on 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Hope you'll stay with us. We'll be back after these messages.
You've been listening to the Cucumber & Company Halftime Report, brought to you by Cucumber & Company. At Cucumber & Company, get a website with unlimited updates starting at just $100 a month. For the best websites in WV, call 304-250-0123 or online at cucumberandcompany.com.
Why shop Beckley Auto Mall?
Because of the selection.
Because of the people.
The prices. Because of the great customer service.
We got everything we wanted, and we'll be coming back here for our next one. Beckley Auto Mall has been your go-to dealer for years, with the best selection, service, and lowest prices. Our people are committed to helping you every day.
Come see for yourself. We're at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive. Online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
GNC, we are professional grade.
WQTZ would like to thank Kobe Asian Fusion, located at 100 Town Center Road in Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-0131. Thank you to Kobe Asian Fusion for being a proud sponsor of 106.9 and 106.9SpiritFM.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 106.9SpiritFM.com.
Welcome back to the Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week. Tickled to death to be here with you tonight. We're bringing you the Battle of the Bridge. Oakhill Red Devils taking on the Midland Trail Patriots in what was a somewhat sloppy first half of play. A lot of turnovers, a lot of balls went around on the field, flying all over the place. When it started to rain, things kind of fell apart for both offenses and a lot of trouble securing the ball. And the centers seemed to have more trouble than anybody getting the snaps back. Midland Trail with 3 turnovers in that first half. Fortunately for Midland Trail, they were able to withstand those turnovers and not really give up scores on them. They did give it up 3 times, but they didn't give up points off those 3 times. Really, 2 big plays in the first half is what the points, where the results of the points came from. We had a 60-yard TD run by Colton Yoder. That was in the first quarter. And we had a 50-yard pass from Maynard to Bales, and that was it for the touchdowns. Oakhill was able to notch a field goal right before halftime. That was a result of a fumble, and they recovered that fumble. So that was the one score, the 3 points that came off a turnover. So that's, again, fortunately for Midland Trail, not giving up a ton of points off those turnovers. They gave up the 3. Oakhill leads it 10-0. Officials working their way out now with the players from each team. They have to go through the formality. I'm not sure why they have to do this. We know that Oakhill will get the football to start this second half. I'm really not sure what the point of the officials going out with the player is at midfield for this kickoff, because you already know what's going to happen.
Right.
There's no coin toss. To me, this just seems
Oakhill gets the ball.
Yeah, Oakhill gets it.
Maybe they're just reminding them, hey, Oakhill gets the ball, and you're kicking from this side.
Yep. Midland Trail won the toss, and they took the football first. And
that's what
they
did.
Oakhill gets it in this half. So we'll get set to go here in this third quarter. We hope that they manage these turnovers a little better in this second half. Again, both teams struggling with the wet football. And I think, it hadn't rained for 2 weeks.
Right.
And, when you have a little bit of rain like that.
Like ice.
Yeah, don't get muddy, just get slick.
Slick.
And everything got slick. The ball got slick. The field was slick. And you can still see the dampness on the track.
Oh, yeah.
It's still wet on the track. I'm not sure. I think the field probably soaked it up pretty good, so the field's probably in pretty good shape. So I don't think, wetness will be a factor in this second half. And I agree with you, Rick. I think we're going to see Oakhill put the ball in the air a little bit more. They haven't had much luck running it, so I think you'll see them get that thing up in the air some, and I think Midland Trail's going to stick with what they do, and let's give it to Colton Yoder. He carried it 18 times in that first half for 118 yards. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of that. Bo Thompson set to kick off for Midland Trail.
Bo's a pretty good kicker.
Yeah, he does a good job. Both kickers, Vargo Thomas, very impressive.
Vargo.
He kicked that field goal through like it was nothing. All right, we're all set to go. Is that bothering you? Is that bothering you? All right, so here's Thompson with the kick, and he squibs it on the ground. It's going to be picked up, maybe. It's bobbled around. Finally, Oakhill falls on it back here. Rodell Allen has to fall on the football as it was squirting all over the place. Before Oakhill could finally track it down, two guys missed it, and then it took off squibbing. And they finally fall on their own 19-yard line, so starting deep in their own territory. First and 10, Oakhill has it. We'll see what we'll be able to tell what they've talked about at halftime here real quick. Come out of their huddle. Maynard's going to be in the shotgun. He's got Sedlock and Mans in the backfield with him. Takes the shotgun snap, drops straight back, throws it out in the flat, and the ball is broken up out there by Trevor Michael defending on the play, and that was Leonard Farrow, the intended receiver. Now, I agreed that they're going to try to throw it, but I didn't think that it would be that type of pass.
Right.
I looked for more downfield.
Yeah.
They've been able to get behind the defensive backs a couple times, been wide open for big plays. That time they throw it out in the flat to Farrow. Michaels breaks it up, and it's going to bring up second down 10 for the Red Devils. This time they send two receivers to the left side. They got two backs in the backfield again, Sedlock and
we'll throw again.
Mans under center. He hands it off to
Oh,
Sedlock,
good
and he
stop.
swarmed under. Linebacker shoots the gap through for Midland Trail. It looked like trying to get a number on this linebacker. Looked like Nick Wall, possibly. Yep, Nick Wall from that linebacker spot. Didn't know if he was up on the line, but if I can see his number correctly, I'm not sure, but I believe that's Nick Wall. Nope, I'll take that back. It's actually Aiden, let's see here, Danny Nottingham. All right, so big Danny Nottingham bursts through and makes the stop for about a 5-yard loss for Sedlock. This time Maynard going to throw it. Looks downfield. This time they try to run that fly pattern again, and it falls incomplete. As Midland Trail defense, pretty good position that time. Braxton Hall was the intended receiver, defended back there by Robert Ruffner, and that goes incomplete. So, very quick, 3 and out for Oakhill, and they'll have to punt the football. Tony Stump set to kick.
And they passed 3 of the 4 times there.
Yep, they did. Stump going to get this away just beyond his 5-yard line. Michael back about the 50. He's a little bit deep, I think. He needs to move up.
Yeah, up just a little bit, yep.
And there's a snap. A lot of players moving. They got a rush on, and I think the kick was blocked.
Yep.
And it's going to roll dead at about they're still fighting for it. Oakhill can't recover it. And that time somebody come through untouched. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Colton Yoder possibly that got that blocked punt. I'm not sure.
The punter took a hit.
Yeah, they dropped the punter back there. So there was a lot of strange movement on that play. It looked like everybody jumped, and maybe the snap timing was off. And we'll have to try to get a number on that block punt. So Midland Trail with a big play here early in this second half. They take over possession inside the 20 on the 19-yard line. First and 10. Here's Vines in the shotgun. He's got Yoder deep behind him. Receivers to both sides stacked. Takes the snap, going to keep it himself behind Yoder, leading the block, and he's going to get a couple, not much. Gets it down to about the 16. We'll give him 3 on that carry. Bring up second down and 7 for Midland Trail. So using Yoder that time as a lead blocker. All right, looks like they're going to set up in a similar formation. They've got the stacked receivers to the right-hand side. Actually got two backs in the backfield this time. Zachary Moores to the right of Vines. It looks like he's going to be a lead blocker for Yoder this time.
Yep, sure does.
Vines gives it to Yoder behind Moores, and they get a hold of him again deep, and he just keeps dragging people down inside the 15, gets it down to about the 14. So he's going to pick up a couple that time, and again, Oakhill hits him in the backfield, but they can't bring him down. Brings up 3rd and 5, so we'll give Yoder 3 on that one. Brings up 3rd down, just a long, call it a long 5, maybe a short 6. Same formation. This time they give it to Yoder over the left side, and again, running room, gets it down close to the 10. He's going to be short of the first down as he picks up about 3. So it's going to bring up 4th down now, and looks to be about 3 yards to go. So ball resting right on the 10. Players from Midland Trail looking over to the sideline. Get their play call in. Vine signals it out to the rest of his team. Seth Ewing, Trevor Michael line up in the power formation to the left side of Vines. Yoder in the backfield straight behind Vines. They take a snap. They give to Yoder going to that left power side. Fights forward.
Close.
It's going to be close, and I believe he's going to get the spot, and I believe he's going to have it as he picks up about 3. We'll see. The official's calling timeout, so I think we're probably going to get a measurement once they get the spot.
Sure did look awful close.
It is close.
Of course, we're 40 yards down the field, Greg.
Yep. Yeah, we got a bad angle, so it is a first down.
Yeah,
so we'll give Yoder 3 on that. And that's a big first down from Midland Trail. So they pick up that 4th down. So it's 1st and goal inside the 10. They're down about the 6-yard line now, maybe the 7. Got the power formation again, 2 backs to the left side. They give it to Yoder straight behind those guys. He plows forward, gets it inside 5 down to about the, we'll give him the 3, maybe the 4. So he picks up maybe a yard and a half on that one. So brings up 2nd and goal, and we'll call it the 5 now if they spot the football. So 2nd goal, sorry.
It's a huge series for Midland Trail, Greg.
Yep. This time they run a man in motion to the right, and they give that motion man. They got a flag down, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yep.
And that is Liam Gill, but.
Yeah, that's touchdown. Oakhill had too many players on the field.
Oakhill has too many players trying to get somebody off the field, and they couldn't get them off. So
that's going to stand.
Liam Gill goes into the end zone for the touchdown. That time they sent Liam Gill in motion from left to right. They just give it to him on the sweep. And the flag, come from the deep back, so you knew, the official way back in the back, you knew it wasn't going to be a procedure. And Oakhill couldn't get the players off the field. So that's a penalty. I think they call that a, whatever that is right there. You're official, Rick. What's that? Illegal substitution?
Illegal substitution, yep.
Okay. All right, Midland Trail lines up for the 2-point conversion now. They have taken the lead, 12-10. And they're going to go for 2 here. They haven't had any luck kicking the extra points. They've missed 4 of those out of their 5 touchdowns. Got 1 2-pointer. All right, here's the handoff to Yoder. No, they fake to Yoder. Vines keeps it around the end, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. That time, Chris Vines kept the ball himself and took it around the end.
14-10.
For the easy score, and that's a 2-point conversion is good, and that extends the lead 14-10. That's important because Oakhill does have a good field goal kicker, so a 4-point lead, that matters. Nice play call there by Trail coaching staff. They faked that thing to Yoder behind those power backs, and then Vines pulled it out and went around the left end, and he was untouched. So nice play by Midland Trail. And they take the lead 14-10. So we thought usually the third quarter heats up offensively, especially for Trail. They didn't disappoint here. Midland Trail gets on the board first here in the second half. Take the lead 14-10 after the blocked punt. Still don't have a number on who got that blocked kick, but we'll try to find that out.
That was definitely a turning point on that series, Greg.
Yep. No doubt about that.
Might have been just the momentum the Trail needed.
Brandon Wisen, one of the deep backs for Oakhill. Can't see the other. Trying to get a number, but I can't. I think it's Rodell Allen, I believe. Thompson set the kick. Squibs it again on the ground. We'll see if Oakhill can pick it up this time. They do. Picked up by Mans. He turns and pitches it backwards to Allen. Allen fumbles the football, and it looks like Midland Trail might have it. Let's see. Nope. They're going to give it to Oakhill. I'm not exactly sure what that was about. Jason Mans fielded the kick. They're still down there fighting for it. Officials haven't made a signal yet. They signaled once to Oakhill. We'll see.
Yeah, Oakhill has the ball.
Oakhill gets it. That time Mans took the kick, turned around, and I think he kind of caught Allen by surprise. He pitched it backwards to him. He pitched it about 5 yards.
Yeah.
He should have just kept it and went on with it.
I don't know what he was thinking.
I'm not sure either. And the ball bounced around, and finally Oakhill recovers it on the 23. So not a smart play that time by Oakhill, but dodged a bullet right there. So they'll take over possession, 1st and 10. Try to get some offense going. Midland Trail defense has shut this offense down tonight. So I'm sure Oakhill looking for some answers.
I still think they're going back there, Greg.
Here's Maynard under center, hands it off to Sedlock, and again he is buried under. This time bursting through the line, Dylan Wilson blew through that line and blew up that play, and that's going to be a 5-yard loss that time. So Oakhill's offense going backwards. It's 2 run plays and 2 -5-yard gains. So brings up 2nd down and 15 for Oakhill, and I don't think they got a choice. I think they got to throw.
Yeah.
They obviously aren't going to be able to run the ball. They obviously aren't going to be able to run
impressed with
wide.
the Trail's defense. I was impressed with it last week as well.
Yep.
I mean, we had a third quarter where there was a lot of scoring, but.
Yep. Here's Maynard in the shotgun. They're going to throw the middle screen this time. Sedlock open for it. Takes it in, breaks a tackle. Up over the 25, spins to the 30. Finally brought down there by Griffin Boggs.
Close to 1st down.
And Aaron Sizzler. And he gets it up to the 30. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, but a nice gain that time by Sedlock. If you can get him out in the open field, he does pretty well with it.
Well,
but getting him out there is tough.
That back came from all the way in the backfield to get a little assist there on the tackle.
Picks up 12 on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Red Devils. Split a receiver wide left this time. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 man in the slot. Jason Mans, quarterback now. Mans takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to bury forward. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
And that, to me, as they're going to run the ball, that's maybe the best running play they could have.
Right.
Just let Mans take the direct snap, and let's see where they spot it. They're not even going to look at it. They're going to call it 4th down. So picks up 2. So Oakhill will be forced to punt the football away deep in their own territory here. They don't want to take a chance. Not the way they've been running the ball. They haven't had much yardage.
Absolutely. And again, Trail's goal was to hold on to the ball here, It's like the field's drying up a little bit, so.
And Midland Trail's going to take a timeout here. Something wrong with their punt team out there, their return team, as they've got some confusion. So they take a timeout before this punt, and they'll get things lined out. We'll take us a break, too, get us a commercial in here while we're waiting on these teams to get lined up for this punt. Midland Trail leads at 14-10 in the Battle of the Bridge. 3rd quarter action. We'll be back after these messages.
QTZ would like to thank Dunkin' Donuts, located at 35 Davis Street, Fayetteville, West Virginia, at 304-574-6906. Thank you to Dunkin' Donuts, located in Fayetteville, for being a proud sponsor of 1069 Spirit FM and 1069spiritfm.com and all your local high school sports. More information is available at 1069spiritfm.com.
Punt football
Summer's
away.
winding down, but the deals are
digging up some stats during that last break. Oakhill has 15 carries for -7 yards. All right, Stump set to punt the football for Oakhill. They're going to fake it. Throws it right down the middle, and it's overthrown. The pass was intended for Jason Mans.
Yep. That was good heads up from Midland Trail. They wasn't fooled at all, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that play call. That's a tough call right there, that deep in your territory. But I guess they figure the way they're moving the ball offensively, they got to take a chance.
Absolutely.
So Oakhill turns it over. Midland Trail will have it, 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
One of the plays last week that scored was just slant to the middle. They run 2 or 3 times. They haven't ran that yet tonight, Greg.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see it here pretty soon. Power formation in that backfield set to the right this time. They've got 2 running backs to the right side of Vines.
Helmet.
And
send somebody out,
Yoder back behind the quarterback. And then a receiver split to both sides. So Midland Trail set to run the play. Official stop the action here just for a second. Got a helmet problem. Got that line down now. Here comes Midland Trail on the offensive end. Vines in the shotgun. Gives it straight ahead to Yoder. Yoder right up the middle.
106.9 Spirit FM would like to thank Card Electric, located in Fayetteville, for being a supporter of all your local high school sports. Card Electric, a proud sponsor of Coach's Corner and WQTZ Game of the Week. For more information on this sponsor, go to 1069spiritfm.com.
Left side, 2 backs in front blocking. Good game. Picks it up and goes down for 20. He's going to pick up about 5 on that one. And that's a first down for Midland Trail. And again, it looks like that offensive line at Trail started to take control just like they did last week against Independence. Players looking over to the sideline, getting a play call in. Vines gets the play from the sideline. Got his power formation to the right this time. Yoder behind him. Not changing much of the formation, just going side to side. They give it to him again up the middle. And he fights forward up over the 15 to about the 14. So we'll give him 5 on that carry.
Stay with what's working, Greg.
Yep.
That's seems like what Trail's doing.
Same formation. Again, Oakhill can't get their lineman off the field. And again, that's going to be an illegal substitution
Yes,
penalty. As Yoder takes the ball forward, he picks up about 4. And I'm guessing Midland Trail will take that penalty. That'll give him a first down.
First down, yep.
Official comes over to explain the situation to Coach Isaacs. They didn't get the first down. I'm sure that's what he's asking. Did we get enough for the first down? If we didn't, we'll take the penalty, and that's what they do.
Absolutely.
Take the penalty, and that'll march it up to the 10, and that should give them a first down. As Oakhill, again, unable to get their players off the field, get their substitutions done properly.
Good crowd here tonight, Greg.
Yep.
They're all around the fence. That's what you like to see on a Friday night.
Yep, and I'm not so sure if I remember correctly, they were having some sort of an alumni event.
Yeah, I see all them down there, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of alumni here. And let's see. They do take the penalty.
Yep.
Let's see what they're going to do. We're having all kind of issues here. Officials can't seem to get a lot of chain guys having problems. That's who's having the trouble.
That should be a first down.
It's going to be close, yep. And it steps it right up to the 10, so it's right on the line. The chain's right on the line.
Maybe second, a couple inches maybe.
Can't really go by the lines because they're crooked.
Right.
But once they get the spot
I
down,
think it's
they
first
look at
down.
the chains.
Now they're doing it.
All right.
I don't know what's going on. So it must be.
It's going to be second down
Second,
and just
couple
inches
inches,
to
yeah.
go as they take that illegal substitution penalty. So it's another penalty on Oakhill. Oakhill unraveling a little bit here in this second half. Here's Vines. Takes the snap, and before we get to playoff, we got another whistle. And Midland Trail gives that
Offside.
5 yards
Yeah,
right
sure
back
did.
as they jump. So all that for that. Sure Coach Isaac's not pleased about that. You get a 5-yard penalty, move it up. Get a 5-yard false start penalty, and move it back. So now it's 2nd and 5 again. Right back where we started. They give it to Yoder over the right side. Breaks a tackle again in the backfield. Breaks another one all the way inside the 10, inside the 5 to the 4. That's a first down.
Absolutely great running. Some great blocking there, Greg. You notice everybody pulled to the side this time.
Yep.
That's a great blocking by Midland Trail offensive line.
Yoder breaks a couple of tackles again. Hit in the backfield, but he broke free and then broke another tackle after he got past the line of scrimmage and picks up 10. Here he comes again, straight up the gut. This time Vines fooled us. Vines keeps it. He fakes it to Yoder up the middle, and around the end he goes for the touchdown, and that's a 4-yard run by Christopher Vines for the TD. And we said Midland Trail likes this third quarter, and they go up 20-10 with 4:40 to go in the third. So that time it was give it to Yoder, give it to Yoder, give it to Yoder. Then they fake it to him. Vines goes into the end zone untouched.
I'm still impressed with this offensive line here in the second half, Greg. I tell you, they're just opening up those holes for him and making those great blocks.
All right, here's Shockey in to attempt the extra point. He has a strong leg.
Yep.
Torge has just been a little bit off. Last week and this week both. Here's the kick. Again, plenty of leg.
That's good.
And he makes it this time. Yeah. So he gets one through. So 21-10 is your score, but wait a minute.
Nope, flag.
Must have a flag down. Let's see what's going on. So, false start on Midland Trail. So, he'll have to come back out and kick it again.
Kick it again.
Finally gets one through, and they don't count it.
Yeah. There's no way better to ice the kicker, I guess, Greg. Somebody's going to kick it all over again.
So they're marching back 5 yards. So Shockey's got plenty of leg to kick it that far. Again, he's just the accuracy's been a problem so far for him. Trevor Michael will mark the ball on the 15. So it's going to be 25-yard extra point attempt. This time no movement. Snap's good. Kick is up. And
another flag?
It's good.
Good job.
So nails the second one. So score does stay 21-10. Midland Trail extends their lead. So get us a break in here. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter play. Midland Trail leads at 21-10. We'll be back after these messages.
What's better than Geno's spaghetti, smothered with our homemade meat sauce, then topped with cheese and baked to perfection? How about 2 mouth-watering dinners for $11.99? Choose your favorite. 2 baked spaghetti dinners, 2 home-style spaghetti dinners, or 1 of each. Both served with slices of fresh baked garlic bread. Whether it's family night, date night, or just your night, experience a taste of Italy at our dinner table or yours. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. You'll love it.
Welcome back. The Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week here in Hico, West Virginia. I guess we're the voice of the Patriots now.
Yeah.
Covered all of Midland Trail's games. Let everybody know that. Spread the word. When they go on the road, we're going with them. Looking to go to 2-0 tonight. Be home again next week against Meadowbridge. Then we hit the road for a few weeks. So make sure you spread the word that folks that can't make the trips.
Yeah, we'll be hitting the road.
Can definitely watch and live stream. Yeah, we'll be making some trips.
Yeah, we hopefully get these kinks worked out of Facebook. We appreciate y'all's patience with us on that. We're just having some difficulties. And when you have all this equipment, you're going to have some trouble.
Oh, yeah.
But there's some folks can't make it out here, so hopefully you were doing what we need to do so you can watch it at home.
Bo Thompson set to kick off the Midland Trail. Again, he squibs it down this right side. This time it's picked up by Allen. Allen sprints to his right. Now turns back inside, and he's brought down by Yoder as it crosses the 25 to the 26. So Oakhill will have it there. 1st and 10. 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Midland Trail is up that lead to 21-10. See if Oakhill can come up with any answers offensively. They have struggled offensively tonight. Totally inept in the running game. Like I said earlier, 15 carries for a -7 yards. And that's not counting the yardage that they've lost on a couple of fumbles that
right.
Midland Trail recovered. All right, Maynard under center this time. They've tightened the formation up just a little bit.
We'll run the ball. No, he's going to throw it.
He fakes the handoff, throws it out in the flat. He's got a receiver out there. Looks like Leonard Farrow. And he pushes it up to the 40, so nice pickup there for Oakhill.
4:27 left to go in the third quarter. 21-10 your score, Midland Trail.
Nice 15-yard pickup that time. As Farrow moves it out to the Oakhill 40-yard line, brings up 1st and 10 now for Oakhill. Clock rolling. Down to 4 minutes. Maynard under center. Same formation as the last time. Takes the snap. Hands it off this time to Mans over the left side. He's got a hole. He pushes it up to about the 49, so pickup of 9 for Mans. He's been the one player tonight that has had positive yards running the football. Got 29 yards on 6 carries. He is the only one with positive yards. Other than Bales, he has one positive yard for game for 2 yards. The rest of them, Sedlock has 4 negative yardage plays.
With some big, but he had some big carries.
Yeah. On the pass plays, yep.
Pass plays,
There's Sedlock again. This time he gets positive yards over the 50, the 45, down the 40, inside the 40, and he takes it all the way to the 38. So that's a 12-yard pickup for Sedlock there. And I'll tell you what, one thing about him, when he gets out in the open field, he can scoot, he can run. He just had trouble getting off the line. He's not getting the blocks aren't there, and he's getting hit. As soon as he gets the football in the backfield, but that time he squirted through. Once he gets in the open field, he's got room to roam.
Trail defense is having a hard time getting in and out on his substitutions.
Same formation again. They fake it to Mans this time. Manor rolls to his right, throws it out in the flat to Farrow, picks it up down to the 30, breaks the tackle to the 20. Flag comes flying in as Farrow goes into the end zone, but it's going to be brought back. It looks like we got another penalty that's going to negate another big play for Oakhill. So let's see what they call here. Farrow took that pass. I tell you, he's got speed, and once he broke the corner, he was gone. But it's going to come back. Oakhill coaching staff trying to get the call from the officials. He's demonstrating a block in the back over there.
15 yards, isn't it?
Should be from the spot,
Yeah, on the spot. Okay.
Huge play. 10-yard penalty on Oakhill, negates a touchdown. So we've had some big penalties tonight, some big plays negated. Like I said, when Farrow gets out in the open field, he can run, and he just ran past the defensive backs that time. I'm sure we're going to see him getting it some more. All right, this time they split 2 receivers to the right. They got 2 backs to either side of Maynor in the backfield. Takes a snap, going to run a little shuffle pass to Sedlock. This time Trail ready for it. He picks up a couple, maybe one, before he gets snowed under. So that play's been pretty successful for him, but that time Midland Trail was ready for it. That's a short gain, but due to the penalty, placing the ball where it did, second down and about 6 now, even though he only gained a yard. The ball's on the 34-yard line of Midland Trail. 2 backs in the backfield this time. Maynor under center. Got a slot man to his left, split receiver to the right. They give it to Mans over the left side. No blocking at all for Mans as he's hit when he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 0 gain there. I'm not sure if Midland Trail's sending linebackers or what, but they have people in the backfield every play. Oakhill has no answer right now for that. Brings up 3rd down now. Mans lost about a half a yard on that. It'll be 3rd and 7 now. Clock rolls down to a minute and a half to go. Here in this 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down here for Oakhill. Spread the field out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 backs on either side of Maynor. He throws the quick, looks like the wide receiver screen to Bales. Fights his way inside, breaks the tackle, but then he's snowed under. He's going to be short. He won't get close. He's on the 32.
32, yep.
Got to get all the way down to 29, 28. So he's going to be
starting to rain again, Greg. It's pouring it down.
4 yards short. As Bales took the wide receiver screen and tried to work his way down. He made a nice run. He eluded a couple tackles, but Midland Trail defense quick to react. All right, 4th down. For Oakhill, they've got about 4 yards to go. Same formation this time. The receivers to the right. Maynor takes a shotgun snap, drops, pressure comes, and he throws it deep.
Wide open.
And it goes over the head of the Trail defender, Ruffner.
Dropped it,
and hits Farrow right in the hands, but he drops it incomplete. So that is going to be a change of possessions here. And Midland Trail takes over the football with 42 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Now I think we'll get a heavy dose of that run game.
Oh, yeah.
Yoder already has.
Playing that clock, too.
Yep, a bunch of carries. He go get a bunch more right here.
One thing to do is this rain, Greg, got to hold on to the ball.
Yep.
That's where this is the same place he was at last time, and just jerked it out of his hands because the ball was so wet.
This time they go into a diamond formation. They got receivers to both sides. They fake it to the left, give it to Yoder over the center, right up the middle. Fights forward, picks up about 3 on the play. It's his 27th carry of the night.
Think he's tired yet?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be.
Don't seem to be, does he?
Nope, just keeps breaking tackles.
Breaking tackles. And he's not that big, you know. He's just a workhorse, you know.
Yep.
A lot of fundamentals.
Got an injury on the field.
Yeah.
Zach Wood shaking up on that play, so officials call a timeout here. Injury timeout. So we'll take a timeout too then. Okay. We'll get us a quick break in. We'll be back. Rest of this third quarter action. Stay with us, everybody.
At Plateau Medical Center, we have the newest technology, which is robotic surgery. Prior to us getting it, you would have to travel out of the area into a larger hospital. By using the robot, less pain, quicker recovery time, quicker return to normal activities, and shorter hospital stays.
This new robotic platform allows us to do what we do and do it even better, and that's only going to benefit our patients.
Welcome back.
It's not about the technology, it's not about the robot.
Concludes. Midland Trail gets their offense lined up again. Clock going to run down. Trail's just going to let it roll.
Yeah, for 0.
So we come back just in time for the quarter to end. And there it goes. Third quarter comes to a conclusion with your score, Midland Trail 21, Oakhill 10. Here in the Battle of the Bridge, I'm Greg Christ. I'm with Rick Lewis. You're listening on 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Hope you're enjoying the live stream as well as the radio broadcast. I hope you'll stay with us for this fourth quarter action. It's going to be a good one. Stay with us. We'll be back.
New River Health Association at 304-469-2905, serving Fayette, Raleigh, and Nicholas counties in 6 convenient locations as well as 7 school-based centers with pharmacies in Fayetteville, Scarborough, and Sophia, is a proud sponsor of WQTZ 106.9 Spirit FM and Storm Tracker Plus weather. More information is available on New River Health Association at 1069spiritfm.com.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber Company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber Company.
Why should you go directly?
Battle of the Bridge, Hico, West Virginia. Midland Trail Patriot Stadium here, Roger Eads Field. Longtime coach at Anstead, Midland Trail. Got the field named after him. Midland Trail leads at 21-10. They're ready to start the first quarter and try to put the injured player back in the game before a play had been made, and you can't do that.
Nope.
Doesn't matter if the quarter runs out or not.
That's right.
And so Midland Trail has to substitute. I'm surprised they didn't get a penalty.
Penalty, yeah, should have, yeah. Well,
all right. So we get it set. Midland Trail set to run the football. Vines in the shotgun. He gives it.
Keeps it.
Around the end. This is a somebody we hadn't seen for this game. First time we've seen him handle the ball. Shermace Weatherly.
Good call with Midland Trail coaching staff right there, Greg.
Yep, and Weatherly picks up about 15 on that play all the way down. Check has about 13. Gets it to the 49 where he ran out of bounds right there. So Shermace Weatherly with a nice gain. And this time they give the inside handoff to Liam Gill. Gill plows forward. He's going to pick up about 4.5, maybe 5 on the play. Second down and 6
Trail's
now.
Getting the line quick.
Yep.
Like Oakhill's kind of winded out there.
Yeah, that's what Midland Trail said they wanted to do was speed up the pace, especially on offense, and get Oakhill winded. And it looks like the same thing they did with Independence the other night.
Yep.
Here's Yoder straight up the middle, and he's going to be stacked up after a short game. Maybe gets a yard. So let's go bring up third down now and 5. That will call it 4. We'll give him 2 yards. Midland Trail right back up to the line of scrimmage again, ready to go. There's still 28 seconds on the play clock, and they're up to the line ready to run it. And a little confusion in the backfield. Slot men to both sides. Now we send Gill in motion. They give it to Yoder back over
First
the left
down.
side. He breaks the tackle. Still fighting, and he will not go down. Oakhill cannot get him
Hold
down.
on the
They
ball.
finally get him down after he crosses the 40-yard line. So that was about as impressive 5-yard run as you'll ever see. And that, Yoder was hit.
5 forward and 15 sideways.
Yep. At the line, he kept
They're
fighting.
going to hurry up the offense here, Greg.
Couldn't bring him down, and he just kept fighting. Picked up the first down plus a couple more. Midland Trail back up the line. They've got a power formation set to the right side. Now they shifted over to the left. Yoder in the back. He gets it, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage this time. Still breaking tackles. Broke another one. And he eventually brings him down. What should have been a loss of about 5.
It's a flag on the play, Greg.
He lost about a yard. I think we'll get a face mask call.
Yeah, we had a face mask call there.
And that time Yoder just kept fighting. They just couldn't bring him down. And they just continued to push. And he should have lost about 5, but he ends up losing a 1. And it is a personal foul face mask on Oakhill, so another big penalty on the Red Devils. And they've racked up a bunch of penalties tonight.
And we said early in the game, Greg, that these penalties could be a huge factor for both these teams.
So that's a 15-yard mark-off. Puts the ball down to the 25-yard line of Oakhill. And again, Midland Trail this is when they like to impose their will on other teams. They line up quick and they run it straight ahead. That's what they did last week with Independence, doing the same thing tonight. This time they snap it to the up back. And something happened here. The ball's loose.
Out.
Picked up by Sedlock for Oakhill, and here he goes the other way, all the way down across the 50 to the 48.
Oh, what happened
I'm
there?
not sure what happened there.
Stripped it out of his hand, I believe.
No, I think what happened was they snapped the ball, and I think it went off the up back's leg.
Okay.
Because it bounced straight forward, because I thought they snapped it to him. It hit his leg, hit Liam Gill's leg, and went right straight to Eli Sedlock. He takes off the other way, all the way down to the Midland Trail 49. Huge turnover. Another turnover for Midland Trail, and that's 4 on the night. So, Oakhill not dead yet. Here they come out of the huddle. Got a slot man to the right, wide receiver split to the left, 2 backs in the backfield behind Maynard. He's under center. Takes a snap, gives a direct handoff. This time to Sedlock, trying to get out the outside. And he is mowed under by Robert Ruffner. And he's shaking up a little bit on that play. Nice tackle by Ruffner.
Yeah, Ruffner, yeah.
And Sedlock, again, they've had absolutely zero success trying to run the ball outside, and he's tried to bounce it outside just about every time. And there's nothing going for him outside. I'm not sure why he keeps trying that. You know, if they need to go straight ahead. He loses 7 on that play. Brings up second down, 17. Nowhere to go on that outside. Maynard in the shotgun this time. They bring Bales back in the backfield.
Lined off offsides there for a few minutes.
Give it to Farrow. No, they fake to Farrow, and they throw it to Bales out in the flat the opposite way. And he gets tackled and knocked out of bounds at about the 50. So he's going to pick up 5 on that pass play. Not much going there, but that was a good defensive play, again by Ruffner. As Bales had some room down that sideline. If he could have got away from Ruffner, he had running room. So Oakhill runs 2 plays.
9-10 left in the fourth quarter, Greg.
And they are back 3rd down 11. So 2 plays, they've gone backwards. Net 1 yard here. Maynard in the shotgun this time. Got to throw it here, I would think. They try to shovel past the Mans this time, and they get it to him. He's got room. He comes down to the 40. And Midland Trail looks like they're going to fall on it. So that time Mans had gotten down within just a half a yard of the first down and took a hit and fumbled the football, and Midland Trail recovers. So,
Greg, we talked about this at halftime about these teams holding on to the ball. It's a crucial in the first half, and it looks like same thing in the second half. With about 8 minutes to go. We're about 9:02 in the game.
Mans picks up 12 on that play, but fumbles it just shy of the first down marker. So they give it right back to Midland Trail, and again, you're going to see a heavy dose of Colton Yoder right here, I'm guessing.
They might fool you.
They fooled me a couple times tonight. Yoder with it.
Not this time.
All the way up to the 45, breaking tackles again. He's going to pick up 6.
What happened here? There's a flag.
Flags come flying in.
Personal foul. I ain't too sure it might be offsetting.
Officials come in. We'll see what the call is.
I believe that might be on Oakhill.
Coach Isaac's not happy with one of his players, so
Yep.
I don't think that part of it's on Oakhill. I think he's unhappy with Seth
Absolutely.
Ewing. And he comes off the field, and looks like it might be it's either going to be offsetting or against Midland Trail. We'll see here.
Yeah, must be offsetting. How's they going to the booth, Greg?
Yeah, they go up there and see what they got
I'm
here.
going to look at the cameras.
Yoder picked up 6 on the first play.
Dead ball. Both sides? Yep.
Yep.
Offsetting. Lost it down. Nope.
Yep. So it'll
Yep.
be second down.
Second down.
Yoder gets about 6 on
I don't know if
that
you
carry.
remember, y'all had a couple games where they marked it off 15, then marked it back 15.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure out why.
Why they did it, yeah.
All right, here's a snap. Yoder takes it again over the left side.
Oh,
This
he's got
time
a hold.
bounces it outside.
Ooh.
And nice tackle.
There's
This
a
time
hold.
brought down
There.
from behind
There's a
by
hold.
Eli Selvey. And but a flag comes in late, so it's probably going to negate that play. I'm going to have a holding penalty. So I guess we go ahead and give him the yardage there on the carry because they mark it back from the
Right.
spot of the foul. And Selvey's shaken up on the play. So we got an official's timeout on the field with the injury. So let's get us a timeout. Hear from our sponsors. You're listening to Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week on 1069 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages.
All right, welcome back. Roger Reed's Field. 8:38 to go, 21-10, Midland Trail.
All right, here we go. After the penalty, marks it back to the 38. So it's oh, I thought we had a pick there, but Michaels hauls it in. He's over the 50, 40,
What a
down
block.
to the 35. So that time I thought we had an interception.
Yeah.
It sure looked like
Sure
that was
did look
coming.
like one,
Yep.
didn't it?
But
Sure
Vines
did.
hooks up with Michaels for 26
Yeah, I
yards.
tell you, that's Sisler. Sisler was a big player last week, on offense, breaking in big runs. He had a heck of a block right there, Greg.
Had a nice block, and that looked like it was going to be picked off.
Yeah.
And but went by the defender, right to Michaels, and he picks up a big 25-yard gainer. Midland Trail, 1st and 10 from the 35.
Okay.
This time they give it to Robert Ruffner, and
Oh,
Ruffner
did you
all the
see
way down
that?
to 25, gets inside the 25 to the 21.
I don't know what kind of stop that was.
So Ruffner picks up 15 on his
yeah.
first carry of the night. And Midland Trail eating up chunks of yards now. 1st and 10. A ball just outside the 20-yard line. Clock winding down. 8 minutes to go. Vines in the shotgun this time. I got some new folks back there. I'm giving Colton Yoder a breather here. And they give it to Ruffner again. Cuts it over to the left side.
Ruffner
He
is
runs over
running
the
over
defender,
everybody.
and he's still fighting for yards all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And that's another 11-yard pickup for Ruffner. He just running over people. Robert Ruffner is not a big player. 5'6", 130 pounds. And he just
It
mowed
didn't
up.
look like he's 130 pounds there, did
He
it?
mowed over people.
He's a wiry 130 pounds. What a run.
Vines in the shotgun again. Power formation to the right. They give to Ruffner again up
There
the
he
middle.
goes.
He refuses to go down, and he's all the way
That's a
into the end zone
touchdown.
for the touchdown. That's a 9-yard touchdown run by Robert Ruffner. And Ruffner just decided this time he wasn't going to be stopped.
That's right.
And tell you what, he made the statement right there, and I don't think Oakhill players wanted anything to do with him. Nice run by, 3 nice runs by Robert Ruffner in a row.
Good job for the coaching staff for letting him score that after a hard effort there.
I tell you, this is big for Midland Trail. That gives them another option back there that they can count on,
Yes,
I think,
sir.
to run the football.
Yeah.
People are not going to be able to key so much on Colton Yoder. That brings the lead out to 27-10. Shockey in for the extra point. Snap is in. Good. Kick is up. It's long enough.
Good.
Two in a row. So Midland Trail extends their lead out 28-10 here in the fourth quarter. Get us a timeout here. Hear from our sponsors. You're listening to the Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week on 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back. Beckley Auto Mall Game of the Week. Greg Christ, and helped out by Rick Lewis tonight. As Justin and Noah out on the road.
I don't know how much help I am.
Heading to Missouri, watch Mountaineers.
Trying to do cameras and
yeah, we've got a lot going on.
A lot going on up here tonight.
And you end up with all these people. You got
what's going on here?
One Oakhill coach. You got Coach Eads keeping the play clock. You got Bob Dickinson, who never makes a sound.
12.
Over there doing the PA.
Yeah.
2 Midland Trail coaches.
Justin's laughing at that right now.
A spotter and a film man.
And a film man.
And that's all in the upstairs. Who knows what's going on downstairs.
Right.
So it's packed up here in the top. But we got a good vantage point, so we're not complaining.
Oh, it's great.
Bo Thompson gets set to kick it off for Midland Trail as they have extended this lead. Again, we talked about this second half being their half, and it is tonight as well. And they're going to onside kick it, and they're going to get it.
They are going to get it. They sure did. They go 10 yards?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
Went about almost 20.
Yeah, sure did.
17-yard. Nice.
They got it.
Nice
Good
onside
job.
kick by Bo Thompson that time. Squibbed it, and then he went down and made the block on the Oakhill back trying to pick the ball up, and Midland Trail recovers, so they get it back. And now you see, this is the point, like I said earlier on, when Midland Trail really starts to take over, and they have done that in this second half with the ground game, and I'm
as
sure
a coaching staff, you're having fun right here.
Oh yeah.
You know.
All right, Midland Trail lines it up, I believe.
Ruffner's back in there, yeah.
Back in there, yep. And they give it to him again.
So
he goes over the
very
right
good.
side. He goes again, got room, and he's fighting for yardage. Again, he's not real big, but he's tough as a pine knot.
This guy here might be close to being one of the Athletes of the Week nominees right here.
Dropped the football, but I believe he fell back on it. He
Yep.
picks up 12 on that carry. They get the pile cleared out. So a 12-yard run on first down by Ruffner. Midland Trail gets another first down, and clock continues to wind. It's down, getting close to 7 minutes now. If you're Oakhill, you're probably wishing it would run a lot faster. Midland Trail again imposing their will on these guys. This time it's Griffin Boggs straight up the middle, nothing there as he's dropped for little or no gain on that play. Actually, I'm going to go watch the chain guy. The chain guy's been messing me up.
Yeah, he's going. There he goes. Yeah, we'll see.
He moved it back a yard, and then he moved it
Well,
back up.
Yeah, 2 yards.
I was going to say
2 minus 1's 1, right?
Yeah. I'm going to say he lost a yard, but then they get it back up there close to the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it a 0. Vines in the shotgun, got Boggs behind him, power formation to the left.
The ball.
Vines fumbles the snap, picks it
Block
up, comes
right
around the left end, and he eludes the first guy, but he's snowed under then by the rest of the Oakhill defense, and he's pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock at about the 26.
What they didn't want to injure on the field here.
So we're going to give Vines a 4-yard pickup on that scramble. Looks like we got some cramping up going on right there. Oakhill defensive lineman down on the ground. So let's get us a timeout while they attend to the injured player on the field. We'll get a timeout here from our sponsors. Hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight from 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back. Beckley Auto Mall game of the week. Midland Trail leads it over Oakhill 28-10. In the fourth quarter, we've got about 6:30, if I can see the clock correctly. Rick can see it. I can't.
I got to squint, but 6:30, you're correct, Greg.
All right.
Yeah.
Good guess. And
4 eyes, yeah.
Midland Trail with the football, and again, imposing their will on this Oakhill defense right now. A lot of substitutions in for Oakhill at this point, trying to get somebody to step up and make a play. Haven't been doing much of that this second half. Here's Vines. Fakes it to Yoder. He's going to throw the football, throws it out in the flat, and it falls incomplete. Pressure that time coming from Jared McFall, I'm sorry. And Vines had to get rid of it quickly, and it falls incomplete. Pass was thrown out in the flat, intended for Trevor Michael. Falls incomplete, so that stops the clock. 6:11 to go. Brings up a fourth down and about 5. Midland Trail shuffling players in and off the field.
Timeout, man. They got all 3 of them left.
All right, they're set now. Full receiver split to the right side, one to the left.
There he calls it.
And now we get a timeout.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
What do we have going on?
I'm sure what's going on.
I'm not. All right, now we start again. I'm not sure what happened there. They blew the whistle and stopped it for some reason. Now we're going again. Again, 4 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Vines going to fake the pass, keep the quarterback draw. We're going to run it. He's going to have the first down inside the 20 to the 10. All the way, breaks the tackle and goes into the end zone for the touchdown. 21-yard quarterback scamper.
Well, that's a nail in the coffin right there, Greg.
Christopher Vines, and I believe you are right. That is the nail in the coffin, as they say, the proverbial nail in the coffin. Yep. As Vines ran the quarterback draw on 4th down. Picks up 21 and gets his second TD of the night.
34-10.
And Midland Trail continues to pile it on here in this fourth quarter. As they lead at 34-10, Shockey in to try the extra point. He's hit 2 in a row. Probably jinxed him.
Yeah.
Michael's the holder. There's the snap. It's down. Kick is up.
And, oh, good.
Squeaks over. He makes the extra point.
35-10.
Rick like them extra points.
Oh, I do. Hey, you notice in the movie, guy says anybody can kick it wide left or wide right.
That's right.
Got to kick the ball through the middle.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to stay right here with this.
All right, Midland Trail leads at 35-10. 6:03 to go in the ball game. And they'll be kicking off to Oakhill, who has had absolutely no luck offensively tonight. This Midland Trail defense has shut them down. And wondered coming in if the speed of Oakhill would play a big part, but they've had no luck getting the ball to the outside as their interior line just been broken down, and they haven't had a chance to get many plays off back here.
No.
When they have got it out in the open field, they've been able to get big yards. It's just getting to the open field. If you can contain that speed, you can shut it down. That's what Midland Trail's done tonight. They've done a great job of containing these speedy running backs for Oakhill.
You know, next week the Meadow Bridge comes in here, Greg, and seems with the score they're going to be 2-0 as well. Should be a really good game next week.
Yep, should be. Looking forward to that one. We hear Meadow Bridge likes to put that thing in the air and throw it around, so might be a fun night. Bo Thompson set to kick it off for Midland Trail.
So he's going to kick this one down the field.
Looks like Oakhill ready for it this time.
Yeah, he is offside.
Yep. And he does kick it away this time. Hits it about the 30, bounces down to the 21. It's picked up there by Allen. Allen goes to right and then cuts it back to left. He's going backwards now, and he's all the way back inside the 20. Still fighting. But he's going to be drugged down, and there's a face mask, so it's all going to work out. As Allen gets brought down finally back on the 15. He was up about the 30. He reversed field and came back, and then they slung him a couple times backwards. And now we got another flag, and that's going to be a personal foul on Oakhill. Too much jabbering after the play was over. They had a face mask on the tackle, which would have given them some yardage, but then they're going to get the dead ball personal foul, so I'm guessing they'll step both of these penalties off.
Yeah. That'll be the spot of the foul, I guess, right?
I would say I'm not exactly sure what happened. They had the face mask at about the 10 or the 11. So we'll let the officials get it all sorted out. Here's the call. Personal foul, face mask on Midland Trail.
He's walking the
They'll
ball
step that
somewhere,
off,
yeah.
and then they'll step back for personal foul on Oakhill.
Yeah. We just talked about that, didn't we?
Yep. And now we've got an unsportsmanlike penalty on Oakhill.
Which puts you back to?
Puts you back at the original line of scrimmage. So I'm not sure why they step it off. I guess since it's not an offsetting penalty,
right.
I guess they step it off because it's not, but it still doesn't
We're
make any
going to
sense.
learn that rule for next week.
Still don't make any sense.
As Ernest T. Bass would say, 15 to 15 is 30.
All right, so Oakhill will start on about the 12-yard line, I guess.
5:47 on the turning clock.
3 receivers split to the right. And one back in the backfield, Sedlock, with Maynard, who's in the shotgun.
3 receivers over here, two defenders, Greg. I don't know how this is going to work out.
Maynard drops.
They're going to the air. You can bet on that, though.
And he's going to keep it. And he tucks it in and goes out of bounds. Little or no gain on that. Might have got a half a yard on that scramble. Had 3 receivers on that side. He rolled to that side, but none of them were open.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a yard on that. At least it was positive. A lot of their plays have been negative tonight. Midland Trail defense done a great job.
Sure have.
Gino's Pizza had 11 pizzas to give out. We'd give out the defensive player of the week. Maynard in the shotgun this time. He's going to hand it off to Sedlock, and he's dancing around and goes nowhere. He's brought down immediately. I don't think he gained anything on that. But good news for everybody involved. This clock keeps running.
I'd like to thank everybody again for watching on Facebook live stream. Thank our sponsors for helping us get on Facebook live stream.
3rd down and 9 for the Red Devils. See what they come up here with now. They got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Split backs in the backfield. Throw it out into the flat. Trying to see who that is. I can't see a number. And he catches the ball, goes forward. About a gain of 5 maybe. Again, it was a positive play, and that's always good news. And
Wilson on the tackle there, Greg.
Brandon Wisen on the reception. So Wisen gets it up, picks up about 5. So we'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Red Devils. And they'll have to punt the football away. Stump in. Tony Stump set to kick. Trevor Michael deep for the Patriots. Oakhill trying to get their punt team lined up. They get them lined up, and Stump takes the snap and he kicks it in. Got what they call alligator leg there. But he still poked it out there, and it's still rolling. Goes over the 50 to about the 49 before it's dropped down there and downed. So he kind of short-legged that one just a little bit. Still got off 31-yard kick.
Absolutely. 4:08 left on the clock, Greg.
But he saw the defensive guy coming in on him, and they blocked the last one. A little bit nervous that time, so he got it out of there quick. Again, short-legged it and gets it out to the 49 of Midland Trail, so Midland Trail will take over there. This could be the last possession unless they break a big gainer. 4:08 to go. I'm sure you're going to see straight-ahead handoffs to some new guys in there. I see one clean jersey back in the back.
A couple of them are out.
Backfield.
44.
Philip Dickerson and Griffin Boggs in the backfield for Trail. Boggs moves up to the right side of Vines. Dickerson behind Vines. And they give it to Dickerson straight ahead. And he's going to be hit immediately and dropped. Nice play by Kenneth Tucker. 6'2 junior there. Busts through the line and he drops Dickerson for about a yard loss. Haven't seen too many of those tonight.
No.
First guy getting to him, bringing him down. They've broken a lot of tackles tonight. All right, to get the play lined up. Power formation this time to the left side. Dickerson in the I-back formation again, and he's going to take it again, this time over the left. And he's met and dropped there by Aiden Wallace, 5'11 freshman. Nice tackle that time by Wallace. So Oakhill's tackling shored up here just a little bit. He does pick up about 3 on the play, maybe 4.
3:18 on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Same formation again for Midland Trail. Maybe trying to get lined up. They got players running every which way. All right, Dickerson lined up right behind Vines. They got the power formation over to the right side. Look for the fake here. Maybe Vines will keep it. He actually gives it to Dickerson over the right side. He's brought down after a short gain of about 2. And it's going to bring up 4th down now and 5.
2:41 on the clock, Greg.
I look for Midland Trail just to go ahead and go for it again.
Yeah, probably so.
No big deal if they don't make it. Game's pretty well in the books anyway. And they're taking their time getting their play in from the sideline. Going to let this play clock run down.
Let's see a reverse, Greg. I haven't seen one this year.
I don't know if
That
we'll
was a
see
good
that.
time. Let's do a reverse right here. What do you say?
I don't know if you'll see that at this point in the game with a
Probably not.
25-point lead, I wouldn't imagine. And they give it to Weatherly
Yeah, it
over the
was
left
met
side,
right
and he's
there.
dropped for a big loss back in the
Yeah.
backfield. And on that play for Oakhill, nice defensive play there for Oakhill by Khalil Gray. Gray, a 5'7" junior, he shot through the backfield and dropped Weatherly for a 3-yard loss. So Oakhill will take over possession of the football at their own 48-yard line with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the ball game. Midland Trail leads at 35-10. Big second half for the Patriots. They put 29 points on the board. Last week they put 26 second half points up. Tonight they put 29 second half points up. So
Definitely a second half team, huh?
Second half is big for the Patriots. Here's Maynor in the shotgun. Receivers to both sides. Hands it off straight ahead to Sedlock.
Don't forget to listen to the post-game show on the radio.
And as
Carter
usual,
Electric scoreboard.
Sedlock gets no gain. 0 yardage. So brings up 2nd down and 10. And the clock's still ticking at 1:40.
Got about a minute 40.
Here's a Red Devils up to the line.
Yeah, too many players on the field right there. We got him off.
All right, Maynor up under center this time, gives to Mans over the left side, has a little bit of room, but then tries to bounce the outside. And again, that's not been successful for them all night tonight, and they keep trying to do it.
Yeah.
He had a hole up the left side, and he tried to bounce it outside. Once he bounced it outside, they closed on him and bring him down, and that's no gain for Mans. Clock inside a minute.
Yep. Coach Eads, he can do the post game with you.
Here comes Oakhill. Maynard under center. Pitches it out this time to Sedlock. This time he does get around the end and then stops and comes back to the inside.
Yeah.
So they get to the
Good whip
outside,
of
try to come back to
Sedlock,
the
yeah.
inside. They get to the inside and try to get to the outside.
.28 seconds on the play clock. Stay tuned for the Gino's Pizza post-game show and the Carter Electric statewide scoreboard. You can listen on 1069spreadfm.com or watch here on Facebook Live.
Clock down inside 15 seconds. Probably have time for one more play. 4th and 4
Somebody's
for the Devils.
Yeah.
And this time, here goes a nice play. Shelton down the left sideline.
That's going to do it. Right.
And he picks up 26. Might get him out of some negative yardage situations here. But that's going to do it. That's the ball game as Shelton with a big 26-yard run to end the game. And that's going to do it for the Battle of the Bridge tonight. Midland Trail wins it 35-10. Another big second half for the Patriots as they roll. And like I said, they impose their will on the Red Devils in this second half of play. So congratulations to Midland Trail. Well played second half and a good football game after we got the sloppiness ironed out. So let's get us a break in here. When we come back, we'll recap this second half of play, let you know all about the stats. And then after that, we'll do the Card Electric post-game scoreboard. We'll have that for you after we wrap up in the post-game here. So if you'll stay with us for all that, we'll be happy. Hope you will be too. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Heiko, Midland Trail football, and again, voice of the Patriots here tonight. We're trying to do all the Midland Trail's game, and a very impressive victory by the Patriots here in the second half tonight as they roll over Oakhill 35-10 again in what was a big second half for Midland Trail. Last week they scored 26 in the second half. Tonight, scored 29 in the second half. So Midland Trail becoming a second half team, obviously, and they rolled it up big, especially on the ground. Get over a couple of these stats here real quickly, and this is the Gino's Pizza post-game scoreboard, and rather the Gino's Pizza post-game report, and we'll go over some of the stats here on both sides. Not much to speak of for Oakhill. I said early in the second half to start out with, they were -7 on the ground after about 15 carries. They had 15 carries, -7 yards. They end up the night 25 carries, 26 yards. So that tells you what kind of game this was. Midland Trail stifled the Oakhill offense. Oakhill could get absolutely nothing going at all on the ground. The only bright spot really was the passing game. Caden Maynard completed 12 passes for 160 yards. The big one, a 50-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter to Bales. Tobias Giles, rather. I keep calling him Bales. Tobias Giles took in the 50-yard pass and went to the distance. That was the big play for Oakhill in that first half. They also got a field goal by Ethan Fargo. And again, just nothing going for Midland or Oakhill, especially on the offensive end. I said Ethan Fargo. It's Ethan Fargo Thomas for that field goal. And that was it for Oakhill. Could get nothing going offensively. The run game absolutely stifled by the Trail defense. Trail offense, on the other hand, led again by their outstanding tailback, Colton Yoder. Ends up the night with 177 yards on 31 carries. Midland Trail total yardage, 52 carries, 285 yards. So again, a lot of ground game for Trail. They didn't throw the ball too many times. 4 or 5 passes on the night, nothing really to speak of. But that ground game just unstoppable for Midland Trail. And again, they wind up with 52 carries, 285 yards on the night in this huge second half. Huge win over the Oakhill Red Devils. All right, that's going to do it for the Gino's post-game show. What we'll do here is we'll take a quick break, and we'll come right back after this short break, and we'll have the Card Electric statewide scoreboard for you all here in just a few minutes. I hope you'll stay with us. We'll be back after these short messages. Welcome back Gino's Pizza postgame show. We out of order here just a little bit. We decided Coach Isaac's kind enough to come up and join us for a postgame interview. So we appreciate that. Talk about this nice win tonight, 35-10 victory over the Oakhill Red Devils. And again, Coach, congratulations, and what you proclaim in the pregame show comes to fruition during the game, and that is you simply wear the opponent down and just keep giving them full doses of Colton Yoder, and eventually you just wear the other side down. We saw you pick up the tempo in the third and fourth quarter, and you could see Oakhill getting on their heels and getting tired. We witnessed that up here. And so congratulations, and again, great game plan. Thought your guys played well.
We played well second half. Our first half was, my goodness, that was horrible. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Our kids come out flat, and then we started making silly mistakes and couldn't hang on to the ball. And we'd get a positive play, and then we'd hold. Or we get a positive play, and then we'd fumble 13 times. And that's uncharacteristic of us. We don't want any negative plays, especially when we start turning the ball over. Like I said, I think we got young kids that's I think they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
And that might be my fault. I need to maybe lighten up on them a little bit. And I don't know. We'll reassess how I'm dealing with that. But second half they come out and they were a little more composed, and as you can tell, my voice is a little deeper than it was at the beginning of the game. So they got a little bit of a butt chewing, and they come out and they played really well.
Yeah, I thought the second half, again, very impressive second half, just like last week. You guys just started taking over on the offensive line front. You could see that you were just dominating and picking up big chunks of yards every play. You did make some mistakes, but again, that's going to happen with a young team. I also thought your defensive line was stellar throughout the night, not just in the second half, but the first half as well. I thought the defensive line, and you looked at the stats, we gave the stats at halftime. Oakhill had -7 yards rushing in the first half, and they ended up with 26 yards total, but they got 26 yards on their last play of the game, and that put them over in the positive yardage.
Wow.
So your defensive line obviously played well all night long. They seemed like they were in the backfield all night long.
Well, we felt like we'd be able to use our speed against them. They are big and strong, but we felt like we had to, at least up front, we had some speed and a couple of mismatches, especially defensive end. So we did do well there. Our linebackers played better. I saw a lot of I need to watch film, but I know for a fact that all three of the kids that got to play their middle linebacker improved from last week, and that's always good to see. A little worried about Zach Wood, our defensive lineman, and the offensive lineman. He hurt the knee there at the end of the third quarter, and I'm really concerned about that. But he was going to end up being an all-stater if he's healthy. So we're going to pray about that, and hopefully he's okay. But I was real pleased with the defense.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get back. And like I said, the defense. One of the things we talked about prior to the game up here was Oakhill's speed out of the backfield. We knew they had some kids that can flat out run, and we thought your line being quick enough to get in and get to them before they could make the edges made all the difference in the world. They didn't get outside all night long, and you could tell when Sedlock and Farrow and some of those kids would get it out in the open field, you could see that speed coming into play. But you guys were able to eliminate that like I said, getting outside, getting around the edges, and your line was wreaking havoc in there really, and I think that's what prevented that from happening. Got a few things to clean up, but other than that, pretty impressive night, man.
Well, Coach Shockey does a really good job. He had our kids really controlling the edge there, and the only thing that they got us on was that shovel pass. That shovel pass, that's a nice play.
Yep.
And the Sidlock kid runs a really, really good play on that, and he runs hard. Got a lot of heart. But, it is a nice win, and I'll take the win. I'm not pleased with our performance, but we got to get better.
Yep, win's a win. That's another win over a double-A squad. That don't do nothing but add points to the coffer, so that's a good thing. Got Meadowbridge coming in next week. Looking forward to another good ball game, and can't wait to get here. Appreciate you coming up and talking to us just for a few minutes. Congratulations again, and we'll be talking to you next week.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Let me get down there and kiss my wife.
All right, man. Good luck to you. Thank you. Coach Frank Isaacs joining us here in the post-game show. We appreciate him. Not always an easy thing to come running up from the field up all these steps to get up here and do an interview, but we appreciate Coach taking the time to do that. All right, let's get us another break in here, and as we promised, we'll come back with the Carter Electric Statewide Scoreboard after these messages. I'm Greg Christ. You're listening to the Carter Electric Statewide Scoreboard on 106.9 SpiritFM.com. Stay with us. welcome back Card Electric statewide scoreboard. We appreciate Card Electric for their sponsorship of our post-game scoreboard we like to do. We try to give you as many finals as we can throughout the state. And Coach Jeff Eads has joined me. We talked to his son last night on the coach's corner about a little golf action.
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully have him back again.
We will.
We talked about maybe getting them back over before they go to the state tournament. So I've got that fingers crossed, hoping that happens.
Yes, we do.
And you'll have to keep me posted on their scores, and I've asked Coach Sidner to do the same thing to keep me posted on the golf score so I can read them off on the
the
corner on Thursday nights.
That's right,
Don't
Coach.
have to talk just about football on Thursday. We talk about everything on Thursday nights. So we appreciate Coach joining us here with the scoreboard. He's going to start off and do the AAA games. We'll get through these quick as we can. Let's try to get them done before everybody gets home. That way everybody can listen.
All right, the AAA, a lot of great action tonight in high school football. Once again, Coach Chris, number 1 Martinsburg, like you always say, doing what they do. They beat Eastern DC. Listen to this score, 76-6. Number 1 in AA played Princeton tonight, and Bluefield, as you always say, does what they do. And
just updated.
They just updated, and they beat Princeton tonight, 45-16. Number 2 in AAA, Spring Valley over number 10 Hurricane, 28-7. Number 3 Huntington had a tussle with Riverside tonight, but Huntington comes out on top, 35-22. Number 4 Musselman, they beat Hampshire, 75-0. Wow. Musselman might be for real, Coach.
Might be. Either that or Hampshire's not.
Or, yeah.
Maybe a little both.
Maybe a little both. Number 5 Capital takes their cross-town rival on, South Charleston, and number 5 Capital prevails, 38-14. That game's actually in the fourth quarter, Coach.
Yeah, it was 14-all at halftime. So.
And Capital really poured it on in the second half.
Yep.
Fourth quarter, 38-14. Capital is in command of that game. Number 6 in the Chick-fil-A Class AAA game of the week, Cabell Midland over number 8 Parkersburg. It's a final, 55-13. Number 7 Wheeling Park plays St. Clairsville, Ohio.
Man.
And the final on that one, Wheeling Park gets beat. They lost to St. Clairsville, Ohio, 36-33.
St. Clairsville, Ohio, home of Saul Christ. He goes
Saul
to St.
Christ.
Clairsville now.
Well, good shout out there to Saul Christ.
Brock, he just graduated from there.
And Brock,
he's the University of Pikeville now.
University of Pikeville. Playing golf.
Playing golf.
Number 9, Parkersburg South defeats University, 48-14. George Washington loses to Ashland Blazer, Kentucky. They lose 49-16 to them.
Never know about those Kentucky teams.
We don't know. We don't follow them, and you don't know.
Idea.
But they play a lot of good football in Kentucky.
Yep.
Brooke defeats Hedgesville tonight in a very close game, 45-44.
Sure.
Weir from AA, they blanked out John Marshall 28-0. Ripley defeats Buckhannon Upshur 38-7. Sharando, Virginia. We don't know a lot about these Virginia teams either, but they beat Jefferson tonight 41-7. And Spring Mills defeats Washington tonight in AAA action 27-0. Nitro from AA. They're playing St. Albans tonight. This is a fourth quarter score. It's 28-21. Nitro is leading in the fourth quarter. That game is not a final yet. Barn burner down in St. Albans.
Yep.
And Greenbrier East loses to Woodrow Wilson 24-7. Those are your AAA scores.
That was one of our local games we talked about earlier, the Woodrow Wilson game. Usually Greenbrier East, Woodrow Wilson is usually a pretty good football game, but apparently that Woodrow took over in the second half in that one. In AA, Fairmont Senior, number 2 ranked AA squad, they destroyed Lincoln 62-0. Kaiser 59-0 over Berkeley. Kaiser ranked number 3 in AA. Bridgeport ranked number 4. They defeat AAA Morgantown 17-14.
Wow.
Impressive win.
Nice.
By the Bridgeport Indians. They're a solid program as always, and that's amazing they knock off these AAA teams like it's nothing. Polka 48-7 over Chapmanville. Polka, the number 5 team in AA. Nicholas County comes back to defeat Shady Spring 19-13. Nicholas County ranked number 6 in that game. Shady Spring was up 13-7 at halftime. Nicholas County comes back in the second half, knocks off Shady Spring 19-13. Mingo Central, the number 7 team in AA, 56-16 over Wayne. Frankfort, 41-0 over East Hardy. Frankfort, the number 10 team, tied with St. Mary's. St. Mary's defeats Scott 34-7. Lewis County 28-0 over Braxton. Clay goes down to Tulsa 22-14. East Fairmont beat Grafton 20-14. Grundy, Virginia 20-18 over Riverview. Liberty Harrison 36-6 over South Harrison. Van, single A team, loses to Liberty Raleigh. Actually, it's listed in the third quarter. Well, I'm not sure why that's in the third quarter, other than the fact that maybe it's so far away down in Van that the score
hasn't updated yet.
Still coming through the lines and hasn't made it back up here yet. 21-0 Liberty Raleigh leads it in the third quarter, apparently, to Van. 28-6 Sissonville over Logan. North Marion 34-22 over Preston at AAA. Oak Glen 45-0 over Philip Barber. Independence destroys Pikeview 42-7. Actually, that's listed in the third quarter as well. I have to believe that that's just not been updated yet. Roane County defeats Lincoln County 39-22. Robert C. Byrd destroys Elkin 62-14. Somebody asked me earlier about an Elkin score, if I'd heard an Elkin score. I'm not sure who that was or why they'd want to know. But after they find out, I'm sure they're not going to be happy that they did find out. Winfield knocks off Herbert Hoover 28-21. And down in Wyoming County, they defeat down there where Jack Eads is at, Wyoming East, in the third quarter, 36-0 over Westside. So I made that joke from last week. He's out in Cheyenne, Wyoming, is what he informed me. I thought he was in Wyoming County. I'm like, what in the world is he doing down there? All right, on the single A. Coach, you want to jump in here and give one anytime, feel free. First one?
Yep, Wheeling Central, number 1 ranked team. They defeat Steubenville Catholic, Ohio, 39-12.
Wheeling Central again, like we say, doing what they do. Doddridge County, the number 2 ranked team in single A. They knock off Tyler Consolidated 42-28.
And tonight in the new Battle of the Bridge, Midland Trail, the game we carried tonight, Midland Trail defeats Oakhill 35-10.
And we failed to mention, Midland Trail ranked number 3 in single A. We
Number
don't
3.
mention that too often. Number 4, Williamstown. They knock off number 7, Magnolia 27-0.
Man, they are a good football team in Double A.
Yes, they are.
They defeat Mountain View tonight, the number 5 team in single A, 48-7.
Man, I watched those guys scrimmage over at Oak Hill. They were impressive.
Yes.
Very impressive. Ritchie County, they knock off Parkersburg Catholic in a big way. Ritchie County ranked 8th, Parkersburg Catholic ranked 6th, 50-13. That was the game of the week for the Metro News Chick-fil-A game of the week, 50-13. Ritchie County destroys Parkersburg Catholic.
Cameron on a roll tonight. They defeat 59-6.
Clay Battelle comes back, and we had Meadowbridge up at halftime, 15-7. Clay Battelle comes back, and they knock off Meadowbridge 28-15. We'll have Meadowbridge here against Midland Trail next week.
That should be a good game.
Should be a good one.
Madonna defeats Carrick, Pennsylvania, 32-26.
And Work County, they defeat Payden City 40-8.
More
in the fourth quarter. Yep.
Yeah, Pendleton County's in the fourth quarter against Petersburg from Double A, and it's 25-16. Pendleton County is winning.
How about this score here? Moorfield knocks off Pocahontas County 9-8.
Wow, that is unusual score.
Yep.
Buffalo defeats Ravenswood 20-14.
Buffalo bounces back after losing to Greenbrier West last week. Richwood, not a big one against Gilmer County, 44-13.
Greenbrier West, another area team that's been impressive here, Coach. They defeat Summers County today, 54-25.
Through talking to different coaches and different people in the area, Greenbrier West is, they think quietly under the radar, going to be a really, really good football team. So, so far they're proving that to be true. They don't, they've scored 27 last week unanswered, 27-0 and 54-25. So they're putting up big numbers so far. Trinity, again, we talked about them restarting their program up in Morgantown. They knock off Hannon 42-0.
Tigard's Valley defeats Tucker County 32-8.
Sherman, Tug Valley, that game's still going on, apparently in the third quarter. 16-12, Tug Valley leads it right now.
Might be the same thing. From Tug Valley, we just haven't got the scores yet.
Yep, same way as the next one.
Wahama is defeating Corning Miller, Ohio, 24-12. That score is third quarter.
Right, and lastly, we have a game tomorrow. Webster County and Calhoun County will kick it off tomorrow afternoon. So that's going to do it for all your scores from around the state tonight. Coach, appreciate you.
Oh, no problem.
Helping me out, man.
Yeah, Coach, no problem.
We'll look forward to seeing you again next week up here. Maybe you can slip up and join us again.
We'll be
here next week covering the Meadowbridge Midland Trail game. As we're going to cover all the Midland Trails games this year, live stream and over the airways. So either way you want to watch or listen, you can do that. And you can pick up the game anytime you want to on Facebook.com. Go to Facebook. If you got a Facebook page, just get on your own Facebook page. Type in 106.9 Spirit FM. That'll take you to their page. Then you click on the Game of the Week link, and it may be down a few lines, but you find that link, click on it, you can watch the entire game. I watched last week's game on the big screen at home, so if you know how to do that stuff, easy to watch. So we appreciate everybody watching, appreciate everybody listening, and we appreciate Midland Trail for hosting us here tonight. We enjoy coming up here and covering the Patriots week in and week out. Got a good football team. Again, they win it tonight, 35-10 over Oakhill. That's going to do it for the Carter Electric statewide scoreboard for tonight. We appreciate you listening. We look forward to talking to you next week. Good night, everybody.